Welcome to Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, where we strip away the fluff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? Welcome to Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports. I am your most favorite host, Keysha, rocking with my boy Duval, who we will say is my co-host, or he's the resident hater. Either way it go, he is on the panel with me tonight. I like to say hi to some of my people who was always early and supporting. Hey ADP, how you doing? What's up, TW7525? I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure y'all come in the chat, chop it up, be respectful. You can always tell the host that you don't agree with nothing they saying, but just be respectful. That's all we ask for, because I like to talk ish as much as the next person. What's going on, Duval?
They always say that you and me are attached, but you never solo. So that means we are a unit.
All I know is I get stalked like some other people in the duck. Never mind. That ain't even. Never mind. Bro, Claude, stop being a hater and a stalker. Stop being a hater and a stalker. What's up, my brother? What's up, Donna C? June Brown, Shirley Kimbo, Green Thumb. He is not a player. Stop that, steady service. Stop that. What's up, Duval?
I'm here.
You keep coming up here on this panel, so you must like to get cooked. That must be what it is.
We're going to have a good show tonight. And I think y'all going to be well educated, because we're going to go deep into thoughts. And y'all going to learn the truth about these people and the media propaganda.
You do deep thinking?
I try to sometimes, unless I see rats.
Oh, so this is not a crash out session. This is more of a deep dive
Nah, I ain't no crash out
into
tonight.
the mind of Duval.
I might throw a joke here and there, but it ain't gonna be no crash out. It's just gonna be deep thinking, because I gotta educate the audience.
You got to educate.
Yeah, because they try to put one over your head, and I can't let them do it today.
I know. And I am there for you. Look, I'm there for y'all. Yeah, I did hear Krista Curry say she rolling up out of Alabama. She said she didn't have enough for the SEC. She threw at us.
She don't like
Bama,
that.
I don't think she liked it. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
she
she.
tired.
I like Bama. They don't got no good food, but Bama's cool.
She said it's been
Look,
13 seasons and she tired of this. She got to roll out there to Florida. She rolling to Tampa.
yeah, a little bit too much racism in Alabama. I be nervous. You know what I'm saying?
She
That
probably,
that
I think I think in her case it might be that money. It might be that.
Yeah, the money going funny, you know what I'm saying? Alabama, you know what I'm saying? It's cheap over there, but it's just a little bit of racist. Just a little bit racist.
They need to spend some more of that money. You know.
A little bit racist. You know what I'm saying? They're in Louisiana. Louisiana racist as hell.
Yeah, they are. I'm from the
Louisiana
boot.
dog racist.
We don't never lie. We just we know where we from. So it be them other people that be lying to themselves. I don't know why they lie to themselves, but they do
And
it.
then Mississippi got a double whammy. Not only they racist, but they poor as hell. How can you be
Well,
both?
Mississippi be trying to keep. Never mind, y'all. All right, you look. This is not a state bashing session, Deval, because you and your Florida people, you got a lot of stuff going on over there in that
Yeah,
state over there.
yeah, they said Florida crazy. They said Florida crazy. I ain't gonna even hold you. It's in the
Look,
water.
look. I love my boot state. We got issues, but we've been having issues since the country was formed. So it ain't gonna stop today, tomorrow, or in the future. So I can't be wasting my time on it, bro.
Woo! I feel you.
Okay. All right. You know what, chat? What you want to talk about first? You want to talk smack, or
Nah, nah. Go to the
you want
breeze. Go to
you
the.
want to go you want to go? It's cold in here.
Nah, I ain't say breeze. I mean freeze. Go to Brenda Frese. I love Brenda Frese.
It's freezing in here. You want to do that first? Hey,
Yeah.
let me tell y'all something. March Madness has been interesting. I would say that, Duval. It's been a lot of blowouts,
Yes.
which has been, maybe that's another show for another time for another day. That we the parity in March Madness is looking a little. It's looking in the second round when you watch the 50 points be put up on people. It's getting special. But we do have some moments
Yes.
that we're gonna talk about old Brenda Frese that makes you well, for me, I'll put it to me to from my point of view, makes you so happy to see coaches be so passionate about about their players, and also to see kids be able to accept coaching and not react, because we are in this new era where if it don't go my way, I'm out of there. And I just thought this was a refreshing moment. Some people didn't like the moment. Some people liked the moment. You know how it is. Somebody's always gonna criticize it. But I love to see old school because it's relevant to today. But we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna show you guys, and then y'all have your own opinions. Duval got his own opinion. And it doesn't matter if we don't agree with none of his opinions. He's gonna give them anyway. So it
Yeah.
is what it is. What it is. I'm gonna bring it up. Brenda Frese was in a heated battle, y'all. And she said she wasn't gonna let nobody, you know, she was gonna tell them kids about. Why is this coming up on my screen that quick? Lord, who let that up there? I don't even. Never mind, Chad. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. I don't mean to, the ball. It's all on you though.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. That's what I wanted to do. All right, here we go.
Keisha look frozen again. Oh,
That's
you
why
ain't
I said
frozen
I
no
was
more.
messing with. That's why I was like I was messing with myself. Hold on, let me mess with my what the heck I'm going through, because I was like, why am I looking like that? But anyway, we're gonna keep it moving
Yeah.
because sometimes stuff don't be working right. But hold on. Oh Lord, I got so many stuff, y'all. Don't even pay no attention to me. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all see the moment, and then we're gonna talk about it, Devon.
Yeah.
We got audio to this.
Nah, we don't need no audio. We can see a
I
stank ass
wanted to,
bro. We can
I
see a stank
wanted,
ass
I
bro.
wanted to hear what she's saying. But anyway, go ahead.
You better read lips.
This is just a short time ago.
I know she said I believe in you, but you gotta believe in yourself.
Nah, she said I believe in you, but you got to want this moment.
Oh yeah, she did. But you gotta want this moment.
And then she said, all right.
This is just a short time
What did she
ago.
say right there? I need you to what?
Focus. Somebody translate it for me.
Yeah, I think
You
she
said I
said,
need
okay. She said, I need you to focus. I need you to
This
focus
is just a short
and
and
time
lock
lock
ago.
in.
in.
She
Uh-huh.
said, I believe in you, but you got to want this moment. This is not my story. All right? And then hit her.
Ah, I got you. I'm gonna turn the volume up and we'll let it keep playing. Duval, me personally, that look, that baby responded in that game, even though they was down. That baby responded to that hard coaching. What you thought? What I know the optics of it. People see her so close to her face, the ball. Your first initial reaction is, why is she in that baby face that close?
My
But because people don't like you to invade their personal space. But
yeah.
however, I still think it was a great moment. What you think?
First of all, you gotta hope that her breath don't stink, cause I don't want nobody yelling at me if they breath stink. Secondly, we need to play the press conference what the girl said before I give my reaction. I want to
Okay,
see
you
what the
want that
girls.
too?
Yeah, the girl deserved to be heard.
She deserved to be heard.
Yep, she deserved to be heard.
Well, because Marilyn was look. You better shut up. Okay, let me go back to her then. I thought you was gonna talk a little bit. No, yeah. Oh, she was getting. She was getting. Brenda Frese ain't playing with nobody. She said, "Look, you either want this shit or you don't. God damn it, I ain't got time." Okay, hold on. Where the girl at? Nope. There she go.
Coach understands I'm a competitor at heart, and
Speak up,
I've told her
baby.
this before, and I'll keep on telling her this until forever. I love to be coached hard, and that's what she does with me every single day. And really, what that was a regroup moment for myself, and her telling me she believed in me, because sometimes that's really all you need to hear to get back out there. It's a long game, lots of ups and downs, and I feel like after that conversation, that's when I really went back out and just did what I had to do for my team in that moment. So I'm forever appreciative of that. Coach understands I'm a competitor at heart, and I've told her this before, and I'll keep on telling her this until forever. I love to be coached hard, and that's what she
Mm.
does with me every single day. And really, what that was a regroup moment for myself, and her telling me she believed in me, because sometimes that's really all you need to hear to get back out there. It's a long game, lots of ups and downs, and I feel like after that conversation, that's when I really went back out and just did what I had to do for my team in that moment. So I'm forever appreciative of that.
I got of it.
Duval,
Got of it.
I am.
I ain't out of it. You still seeing the girl talking?
Why she can't? Why she can't stay up there?
Nah, get out of it. Nah, show the go back up. Show the quotes.
Uh,
Go up, go up, go up, right there. So that's one of the quotes. That's what
uh,
Free said to go down. You know that right here. You see
yeah,
what I
she
said?
just said that. She just said that in the video. Don't tell me what I want to hear.
No, no,
I want to
no.
be
On the
coach hard. I
video.
want to be elite.
I ain't talking about that. Right there.
Oh, after the game, Freeze said, no, I can't, never mind. Sorry for yelling so hard at you. However, I do love being able to coach you hard. I want it all for you.
Now go up a little bit, cause I think it's the girl say, yeah, right there.
While Okinawa's phone was blowing up after the loss to North Carolina, she sent Freeze a text of her own later that night. The message said, obviously, we did not get the outcome that we wanted, but the good thing to come from this is everyone seeing how amazing of a coach you are.
See, Keisha, when we do stuff, we gotta do it right. We gotta get everybody the presentation of what's going on. You work with me long enough to know that we do things properly. We don't do no shortcuts. We gotta put everything in presentation form. Is that clear?
No, he want to bring everything instead of talking through it. Go
Nah,
ahead.
I'm finna talk now.
Nah, he want to talk and do a whole long old soliloquy
Yeah,
so he
go
can
off
just
and
be
do that.
talking conversationally.
I'm finna do that real quick. First
Go
of all,
ahead. Hey, what's up, y'all?
That why these men they got entitlement they got
Uh-oh.
entitlement mentality. That's why they got fungus on their balls and they always want to transfer because they never like to be coached. Like I say, could you imagine? Say a coach yelling at James Harden like that, he'll ask me trade the next day.
Mm.
Because he a sissy, and I don't like that. These coaches need to be coached, and that's why I like the Coach K and Coach Jay Wright and Roy Williams. They retired because they said they ain't finna deal with these men constantly transferring and want to go to different schools because they don't get what they want. And they allow people from the outside be put in their head by how they should be treated and how they should be treated like royalty. But these women want to be coached. These women want to be developed. These men don't want
Yes.
to be developed. They just want the ball roll out there and let them go play. Nah, it don't
Mm.
work like that. And I hate that. Matter of fact, go back to when Brenda Frese was yelling at that lady. Cause I ain't finna say her name. That made my head hurt. So you go up,
Yeah, I
go
can't
up,
say
go up, go up,
Oka,
go
whatever,
up, go
whatever,
up, go up.
whatever.
You going down, go up.
Right
Right there,
here.
that sums it up. Read what they said. Swift, if you ever available, come on the platform. We want to interview you. Read
Look,
what it said at the top.
I can't say Okananwa's name, but it says this is Angel's former coach at Maryland, Brenda Frese. She went from Freeze to Kim Mulkey to Marsh. Dot dot dot. I'm not even gonna pile on Marsh, but Angel is used to hard, intense, passionate, intentional coaching and energy. Marsh is too passive and soft.
First of all, Swift, you forgot Teaspoon. And Teaspoon
Yeah.
used to yell her ass too. So you know what I'm saying? Don't ever forget Teaspoon. But this is what women want. They want to be cared about, and they want to be cared about with emotions. And if you don't do that, they're not going to respond in a way where they're going to get the best out of themselves. That's why Angel did not respect Marsh. She said, fuck that sorry ass nigga because he ain't shit. Because at the end of the day, he don't yell. He don't stand up to Jeff P and that bullshit and let Jeff P coach the team from the sideline. But it's not about Angel. It's about this woman. And that's why this woman gonna be great. I don't know how great she gonna be, but she gonna be great. Because she's a coach's best friend. A coach's best friend is somebody that could take the criticism and the coaching in that moment and replicate it not only through their game, but through the team. And that was exactly what that woman did. They almost came back, but they came up short against North Carolina. And if she would have did that in the first quarter, probably they would have won. But you need inspiration like this. And it's coaches like Freeze that we don't want to be neutered and neutralized because these people in today's society, what they call Gen Z, because these Gen Z, you know what I'm saying, feel like, you know what I'm saying, they're entitled and they should want to have things their way without any repercussions and accountability. And that's why I love this moment. I wanted to talk about this moment for this reason, because we are missing this in both men, college and NBA game. These men, because of LeBron James, it is. Because LeBron James made it okay where you could just get up and go when you want to. You can sign an extension last year, and not next year you want to be traded with all your money. You know what I'm saying? You want to play with your friends. You want a coach that be your best friend that'll come to your house and eat Taco Tuesdays with you. Instead of a coach really coaching.
Be on a podcast with your coach.
Yeah. Instead of a coach really coaching you, instead of a coach really telling you what you need to hear so you could be the best version of yourself. You know what kind of coach I like? Greg Popovich. He used to be that. And he used to always say, if I could yell at Tim Duncan ass, I could yell at your ass too. And so that's coaching. Eric Spoelstra is a great coach. He would yell at his player. He'd be fighting his players sometimes. He about to fight Jimmy Butler, and he ain't give a damn. And he had Haslam too that back him up. But then you got coaches like Steve Kerr that want to be passive aggressive and say you don't like, say you like Kuminga, but you're treating him like crap, and you know what I'm saying, sitting him on the bench and not, you know what I'm saying, telling him what he need to hear, and then you trade him into Atlanta, and now he playing well. Now he playing better. Because men don't like to be coached. These men get put on a pedestal by y'all women and people around them that tell them that they shit don't stink, and this is why they be traveling all over the place and not have any stability. But these women, they will stand there and take the culture. They will stand there and allow a woman to yell at them, especially if it's out of love and care. And that's why I like this moment. And that's why this moment is the reason why women's basketball is on the rise and it been risen, and men basketball is on the decline and nobody cares. And I ain't talking about just college basketball, I'm talking about NBA too. Because of stuff like this. Because these weak ass men don't want to be coached. You can take it away.
Let me get in here. Let me say this. The mark of a good coach, one thing I will say, you have to be able, it's like being a parent. You have to be able to reach your players in different facets. Everybody doesn't need the passion to be pouring out of you all the time, but some players need the passion to be pouring out of you all for them to know that somebody cares about them. And you have to be willing to give them that passion if that is what they need. Also, in the men's sports, the power dynamics between the coach and the players has shifted so bad, Duval, that they don't feel like they can actually coach them without getting fired or dismissed or reprimanded because they've been told that the coach is just a partner. The coach is not really running the locker room. The coach is not really running the team. The players are running the team. And when
Yep.
you set up that power dynamic, you're going to get even people that's not even in Gen Z. You're going to get people taking advantage of the disproportionate power dynamics between coach and player. If a coach can't tell a player what he's doing wrong, if a person that's sitting up on a podcast can't make a legitimate critique without you losing your mind, then you don't want to be great. The problem is some people, they're okay with being just okay.
Yes.
And they don't
Mediocre.
want nobody calling them out on being
Mediocre.
just okay. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get the money right quick.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. Dre Stewart said, "I love a coach that pushed me when I wasn't performing to my expectation." I'm gonna tell you because I've I've been around a lot of different type of coaching styles, right, Duval?
Yes.
I've been around some that don't raise their voice at all, but when they come and talk to that player,
Yes.
they know it's real. I've been around some people that are really, really passionate, and that resonates. You just have to make sure when you give up that power dynamic, in my opinion, you've lost the ability to tell a star, superstar, whoever they are, the person at the end of the bench. If you can't tell them what they need to hear in order to get better, then you're no longer coaching.
Now I'm
You
gonna say
just
this.
you
Go
just
ahead.
standing there helping them bring their stuff to the game.
I'm gonna say this. Dre, I coach your ass. You know what I'm saying? Me and you could talk and I get the best out of you. First and foremost. Secondly, I don't tell you I coach Dre Stewart. I would coach him. You know what I'm saying? I would inspire him to be here at this very
And see,
event.
here's the difference. See me, I talk to Dre all nice and calm, cool, collect. He do everything I say.
Yeah. He like women.
See?
He don't like me. But that's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
But see, this moment is like what Bobby Knight was celebrated for. What, you know what I'm saying, Coach K was celebrated for. What Dean Smith was celebrated for. You know what I'm saying, Adolph Rupp, the greats, they were celebrated for being this passionate and willing to, you know what I'm saying, throw it all on the line to get the best out of their players. We ain't talking about John Thompson. He was mildly celebrated as being an African American male that was mine, yelling at Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, and Mutombo, and yelling all their ass and tell them to get their ass out there and block some shots and slap some people. You know what I'm saying? That what John Thompson would do. But it's the greats like that, the reason why the game was special back in the 80s and 90s. But this game ain't special no more. Because a lot of these coaches want to be your best friend. A lot of these coaches, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they
want,
gotta be to keep their job. Never
yeah,
mind.
I know. They got to play podcast partners. They got to play, you know what I'm saying, Fortnite with each other and everything else. But they ain't winning no goddamn games. I give you a perfect example. I don't know the kid name. I think it's Deister from Kansas.
Okay.
And he keep quitting in the second half. No coach ain't saying nothing to his ass.
No.
Man, Bobby Knight would have hit his ass with a motherfucking chair and act like it was wrestling. You don't get your soft ass out there. But that's what we dealing with. These men don't want to be coached, man. These men treat college like a vacation. They treat college like they catching the city bus to get to the other part of town. You know what I'm saying? But they don't treat it like, you know what I'm saying, like it's a learning retreat that you could become a better man just by even just listening. They don't want to do that no more. These men don't want to do that. They look at college as a stepping stone. And then they look at the NBA as like, you know, say their own personal AAU circuit. But
you talking about, okay. Darian Peterson, they say
these yes.
Kansas freshman star Darian Peterson has faced scrutiny for leaving multiple games early this season
Yeah.
due to recurring cramps and injuries, most notably in the February 2026 win over Oklahoma State. While not quitting the team, he has checked himself out of games, including the February 18 game after scoring 23 points, which Coach Bill Self called disappointing. Yeah, I mean, checking yourself in and out of games is crazy work.
That's some Ben Simmons type shit.
Yeah,
But
that's
you know what I'm
crazy
saying?
work.
But that's what we dealing with in the men's game. And then they wonder
Hmm.
why the men's game is so unattractive now.
Hmm.
Because you know what I'm saying? What kind of crap is that?
Craziness.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd have
Imagine
been fired.
imagine Michaela Blakes keep checking herself out of games because you know what I'm saying, she knows she gonna be a top two draft
No,
pick.
women ain't. The only person I heard checking themselves out of games was Otta Crooks because she was tired. Even
Yeah,
and I even criticized her for that. Hey, no coach, no player should be checking their own self out of games. What we doing?
you know Otter Crook big as hell and drank too many
I
Gatorades. She
don't give
gotta check
a
out. She gotta check
no,
out.
bullshit. No, I called it out immediately. I was like, no, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah,
What
she
we doing?
her blood pressure went up. You know, she got to check out. You know what I'm saying? Get some. You know, say that Gatorade. You know, it got that sodium in it. It make your blood pressure go up. So you got to take. You know what I'm saying? You got to take one of what you call it? Not the ibuprofen, but a Tylenol. You know, Tylenol
No,
bring your blood pressure
no,
down.
coach. I don't think people understand. I don't think these kids understand, but they should understand. Do you know the life of a coach is spent hours upon hours creating game plans and watching film and doing all this before the game is even played? And then you gonna get your molly wop self in the game and check out?
I'm telling you, man. But this is wrong with the men's game. This is why the men's game is like it's watered down, man. Cause there's no passion in it no more. You don't even got no school spirit in the men's game. Like you used to be in the NBA. They had real rivalries, which we're gonna talk about in a few. But they
Yeah.
had real rivalries where players stayed at cities, and you know, say grew roots in that city and became one with the city. Now a player will be there 1 minute, and next minute they gone. Because
Hmm.
again, there's no loyalty in the men's game anymore. There's loyalty in the women's game. Like I said, what you think? Flogger got what 4 million this year, right?
Somewhere around there. I know it's like
Yeah.
3.7, somewhere around up in there. Yeah.
Put it this
Yeah.
way: if Flogger was disloyal, what you think she'd get on the open market?
If she just wanted to leave LSU and go to
Yeah.
another school, oh, they had to pay her more than what she's making now to get her even up out the door,
She
and she
probably
would get it.
she probably get 5 million.
Yeah, she
Ulti-
would get it.
you don't think Texas would come up with 5 million?
They would come up with it. Yeah, they
They'll come
would.
out in a heartbeat. TCU will come
Uh
up with
huh.
5 million.
Uh huh.
You know what I'm saying? Notre Dame might squeeze 5 million and ask them for, you know what I'm saying, how good you is in the academics. Because, you
Hmm.
know, we got
Yeah,
academic standards here. But you know what I'm saying?
but still,
Some
that make it work.
somebody would have came up with $5 million for Flajay. But yet Flajay stayed because she
She
loved her
did.
coach. She loved the idea of being an LSU Tiger. Because what people don't understand is this, especially in the men's game. When you keep transferring because you don't like your situation or you don't like the fact that you gotta wait your turn or whatnot, you're a man without a country. There's no
Yeah.
roof for you to go back to.
Hmm.
Cause like it or not, Angel could go back to LSU. That's her home.
Hmm. Hmm.
Flogger could go back to LSU. That's her home. Aaliyah Boston could go back to South Carolina. That's her home. Camilla
Yeah.
Cagosa could go back to South Carolina because that's her home. You know what I'm saying?
Some of
Like
these
Juju,
play,
when Juju go to the WNBA, she could go back to USC. That's her home.
yeah, she can.
You know what I'm saying? That when you got players like that, Michaela Blakes, what you think Michaela Blakes would get on the open market?
Ooh,
Jesus, what you think she'll get on that open
if
market?
Michaela Blake's ever made a decision to leave Vanderbilt,
Jesus.
they will be all out in full force trying to. They would have to throw money at Michaela Blake, like real money.
Probably get by 8 million, 9 million.
They would have to throw because they know she will be the missing piece, especially to a team that's just looking for that last missing booming piece.
Could,
I just think
can you imagine?
but see, but these women these women to your point, these women once they get into a system
Mhm.
and they real and how can I put it? They are bought in to the developmental plan that coach has laid out for them, and they want to see it through.
Could you imagine Michaela Blakes if she was at Texas?
Hey, Texas will be a favorite to win it all.
Yes. Or
Yeah.
UConn? Jesus, if she
Oh,
was
then
at
you don't need
UConn.
no more people.
If
You
she was
don't
at
need no more
UConn,
people. I I just seen them beat up them whole Syracuse women by 60. They don't need no more people to vote.
But this is what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to tell the audience is this: these women are loyal, man. Because when a woman coach another woman, she not to connect with them emotionally where they could buy into that vision. And they stay loyal to that vision, even when it don't look well right away. These men ain't loyal. These men ain't loyal just like Chris Brown ain't loyal. These men be hauling ass and say, fuck your shit. I'm all right. You
Chris
know what I'm
Brown
saying?
said he is lawyer. He was.
They
He
ain't
said he
none
did a
of
whole song talking about the women ain't lawyer.
none of them niggas ain't loyal, man. They ain't out of there. They out of there like freak niggas. They ain't them niggas ain't loyal. Stop it. Stop it. Keisha, they ain't loyal. But see,
The
that's the
other
thing.
thing, the other thing with the men's game too is they're not staying long enough to get developed. They're hoping the
Nah.
NBA will develop them.
Yeah. Nah, they ain't even care about the NBA to develop them. They want to get the money quick, fast, in a hurry.
So they don't want
That's
no development. They just want to
nah
get the
that
money.
that's all they care about. I'm
Mm.
just being honest with you. They don't care about development. Because if they care about development, a lot of them men don't know how to shoot a mid range. They don't even know how to shoot mid range no more, Keisha. They don't know how to run off picks or anything. The basic shit that you supposed to learn in the NBA, they don't know how to do it anymore. Only thing they know how to do is dunk and shoot threes.
Mm.
That's why the game watered down. And and I can't blame them. More so, I gotta blame AAU because that's what they do in the AAU. Shoot threes,
Mm.
dunk, and you know what I'm saying, and kind of play
Now,
defense. You
well,
don't need
see,
to play defense AAU.
it's all about getting a highlight reel. You got to get a
Yeah.
highlight reel.
Yeah, you gotta be popping. You gotta get trendy.
I keep trying to tell you, fundamentals. They say what they say about the basketball game. They say fundamentals is boring. The logo threes, the splash threes, and just dunking. That's all we want to see. What they keep saying about the women game, you got to blame some of that on the fans. They don't dunk. I want to see them dunk.
Now these women play ball and they play it the right way. But they play it the right way because you got coaches like Brenda Frese that teach the game in a way where these women will understand and grow as developing young ladies because of it. These men don't want to develop no more. These men just want everything handed to them and they want you to give them a check. That's all they care about.
They
And
want a
that's what's
quick
sad
check.
to me. And that's why I'm glad this lady had this moment. Because now she gonna be a household name everywhere, especially if she wins something one day. Because they want people like her to be the face of women's basketball, where she can show that, hey, even a little passion don't hurt a woman when it comes to their development as people when it comes to basketball.
Let me ask you this: Brenda Frese, say she the coach on a men's team.
The
How you think that would have went down if she would have
transfer,
got in a man's face?
transfer. I'm gonna tell you what would happen. Transfer. If they would have transferred, they would say she got to go.
Uh huh.
They don't want to be coached no more, man.
Yeah. What if a woman got in? Like if it was reversed. If a
Yeah.
woman was coaching a men's college basketball team, and she pulled one of them jokers to the side, and say, look, look, what are we doing?"
And I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna just be honest with you. One, they would have put a man in a bad position because if he show any kind of emotion back to her, it don't look good. And so right there, that bad optics. So he would just stood there and took it, but behind the scenes he would have got a fight. And
Yeah,
see,
because
because
he would have
men,
felt like she was emasculating him.
yeah, and then so that's what I'm saying. So like these men, today's men, they don't, like I said, they have little tolerance for even confrontation. They just like I said, they check out on you. They, you know what I'm saying? That's why these men, you have to massage their egos, and you have to make them feel good. You have to rub their legs and everything else, and massage their egos so
Legs
they can
too?
be all that. Yeah, all that. Because like I said again, because they just want to be coddled. And the women game, they don't want to be coddled. Because like I said, Don Stanley ain't calling no motherfucker about it. Not Raven
No.
Johnson, nobody. She gonna cuss their ass out. We seen that. You know what I'm saying? That's why Raven Johnson got a home to come back to. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? They like I
because she
said,
raised her.
yeah, because you know what I'm saying? They don't
I'm
want to be
gonna tell you what
coddled.
you need to hear.
And that's what I'm saying. They don't want to be coddled. Not in the women's game. They want to be coached. They want to be yelled at. They don't mind the confrontation. Men don't want to be confronted anymore. Cause when men ego too fragile to be confronted in the open. I know that for a fact.
Mm.
Was it just a month ago when JJ Redick yelled at and Luka
Mm-hmm.
and Luka almost had a fit. And now they talking about JJ Redick on the hot seat. He might be fired.
He probably is gonna be fired.
And that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah, he probably. I mean, I don't foresee it lasting long term with
But that's
JJ Redick.
crazy. That's
because
crazy.
they, because eventually, I mean, just watching JJ Redick on TV, because I used to watch him when he used to be like on First Take and all them different shows.
Yeah.
Just watching him on TV, I knew at some point, because of his personality, I knew at some point he was gonna tell the mofo off.
Yes.
You know, I knew that. I knew that by just watching him conduct interviews and talk about different topics. So I knew this JJ Redick that hadn't said much yet was just a facade. He go after a while, he gonna tell y'all. And Luka ain't ready. Luka ain't ready for that type of coaching. He just wants somebody to tell him he great and he the best ball player ever known, the man, and blah blah blah. He don't want nobody telling him he give up on certain plays and all that in the third.
He,
But here's my thing, Duval. We used to have coaches in the men game that would tell them about themselves.
yeah, I can name him. Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich, you know what I'm saying? We had like
Used to have them.
Paul Silas, you know what I'm saying? I can name him. They you know what I'm saying, they ain't mind that. Scott Paul Stouts, you know what I'm saying? I can name plenty of them. They just, like I said again, they just the men's game is, like I said, is watered down because these young men from AAU all the way up to the NBA told how great they were. And so they feel like they don't have to be treated a certain way. They feel like they the boss. For whatever reason, they feel like they the boss and they don't have to answer anyone. And that's why the game is watered down like this. But the women's game, when you see these women coaches yell and show passion to these other women players and they respond to it, that's why the women game on the rise and that's why the men game is in decline. Simple as that.
That's why you see. I'll just take it to my coach. If you pay attention, because I know a lot of people don't like my coach, but I'm gonna tell you this: if you pay attention, a lot of men criticize Kim Mulkey a lot because they think she's too animated, she's too this, she's too in your face, she too. Because Kim will get up all up in your grill, but they don't like that kind. They don't want nobody pointing out they faults like that, especially not publicly. And to them on the basketball court in front of their adoring fans, that's a public calling out if you hollering at me on the sideline. So now you got coaches on the sideline having to taper down themselves on the side, like, okay, let me see, how do I approach? I got to think about how I approach my player before I approach her, because this can go real bad and go crazy right on national TV. So
See,
that young lady stood there and took the coaching. I don't know about the men.
now they ain't taking no coaching like that.
You know what I mean?
They beyond that. See, because like I said again, the men feel like they the boss. They know that, hey, and see, this is another thing with the men that don't go on with the women. See, the men, and I blame this on the owners, they make it okay for them to go above the coach, to go to their ass and get out their grievance.
Yeah,
And
that power dynamic.
yeah. So now these coaches feel neutered.
But
They
that's like JJ Redick. I'm pretty sure LeBron and the rest of them, they like, yeah,
going to Gina.
I'm going around you. You ain't nobody. You just the person that draw an X and an O every now and again on the sideline. You don't
Tom,
run nothing.
yeah, I'm telling you, man, Tom Thibodeau was a passionate coach. Fired him at 3 different stops.
But guess what? I'm telling you, but people kept saying, Tibbs too hard. Tibbs too hard. Tibbs too hard on his players. This, that, and the third. Remember, that's the consensus. So everywhere he goes, sooner or later he's fired.
Yep.
Because he's too hard, they kept saying.
And he got fired for 3 different stops. They had 3 winning teams. How the hell that happened? Got fired for Chicago, got fired for Minnesota, and got fired for New York Knicks. And they all was winning franchises. Because again, men don't like to coach anymore. Women love coaching, and that's why these women are being developed better, and that's why the women's game is more attractive than the men's game at this point. Because they got coaches that can coach, and they got coaches that still are in charge and still are the boss. These men coaches, they're not the boss anymore, and that's why a lot of these men great coaches, like I said, my Tom Izzo's, like I said again, the Coach K, like I said, Jay Rice, you know what I'm saying, like Roy Williams, they all getting out by the busload. They not staying. Why? If they can't coach it, then you transfer every year.
Well, I will say this. We're going to get to the next topic. And this is probably a topic for another show. Is that why we noticing a decline in the stars of the NBA?
100%.
Because we still got the old stars, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the new ones are not really
There's
emerging.
nobody to take the torch. You would think it was Anthony Edwards, but then, you know, so he got all these kids for different women and stuff, and so that's not good for public consumption.
I'm just talking about strictly on the basketball court. Bump all that other stuff. Do we have anybody who's really separating themselves in a basketball sense where you like, yeah, that's the next coming star?
Nah, you would say if Wemby, but Wemby a foreigner, so we can't gravitate toward that.
I think Wemby is he's developing. Yeah.
And just Shea too boring. You know what I'm saying? Shea is, you know what I'm saying,
But
not only
he's
Canadian, but he
I'm talking about like just basketball.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Shea
don't have
too
a
boring.
whole bunch.
Yeah.
Not like back in the day where even though Michael Jordan was the most popular player, you had other players that you'd be like, okay, look, I can go over there and watch this because I know I'm gonna see this, or I'm gonna go see that, or I'm gonna go see that. Now you like all they talk about is LeBron and Steph. and
Durant.
Durant. And when they gone, I'm just asking because those three guys actually have bump all that other stuff. They actually have skill on the court.
Yes.
I'm asking you, who's coming out like that with skill like that on the court? Because we used to have multiple, even if they wasn't the most popular player.
Yeah.
They all had different skills that we can be like, okay, we know Durant's signature move the way he looked. That's why they call Madison Booker. She got a similar motion to her game. We know how Steph does. We know how LeBron does. But we ain't worried about the rest of these. Never mind.
I answer your question like this. We don't go to the 80s when Jordan, Magic, Bird were playing well. They were the popular player, but then you still had, like I said, Dominique Wilkins. You still had Mark McGuire. You still had, you know what I'm saying? What's your boy name? What's your boy? They try to say Moses Malone. They try to say Angel Reese's next women's Moses Malone. So you had Moses Malone. You had Robert Parrish. You know what I'm saying?
You had
great
players on each team that was like, even if they wasn't a star one. I mean, even on Michael Jordan's team, everybody knew. Everybody respected what Dennis Rodman brought to the table. Now people running around here. I don't know what Dennis Rodman type player. What's the point in that?
Yeah, they trying to say that Draymond Green, but you know, whatever.
people be like, I don't know. It's just going downhill. That's all I can say. It's just going downhill. But shout out to Coach Frese. Coach Frese said, look, you gotta want this moment. I can't want it for you.
Yep.
It is
moving
what
on.
it is. We moving on. Oh, Duval. You want to do Cam Newton?
Yeah, I think Cam Newton went into the chat when it comes to women's basketball.
All right, we're going to talk about Cam Newton's WNBA take on Rivals and the WNBA. Hey, guys, do something for me. This is a little break. Hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's free. Just hit it. Hit it so you can know when we come on. And also set your notifications to all so you can get the notification every time I fire it up. All right, Duval, let's go over here to Cam Newton and see what he had to say. I'm going to play it and then we're going to get into it.
This CBA is transformative. It sets the tone for the future. The players are getting paid, and we get a season this summer.
Let's give a round of applause to our beautiful women. But I got a pressure cooker for you, Peggy. That's one end. We got the hard stuff out the way. But my issue with the WNBA is this. Are you gonna muzzle competition? We need competition. We want competition. Competition is rivalries. Rivalries impact revenue. What's a rivalry that the media has made? Angel Reese, Caitlyn Clark. If anybody don't think that that's good for business, you a fool. When you talk about the NFL, there was not a greater rivalry than a Brady Peyton, a Brady Mahomes. When we see football nowadays, it's must-see television. When you hear Patrick Mahomes playing Lamar Jackson, when we would hear who going to the NBA Finals, LeBron and the Warriors, Magic Bird. So now, my challenge to the WNBA is you got one in Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese.
In the league has to set those games up. They have to push that narrative of this is the rivalry.
And I'm pretty sure I talked to a handful of women that played in the W. That's like, bro, we don't want no handouts, but we just need help with magnifying personal brands. Do that.
This is the first year the WNBA has turned profit, which opened up this deal with the CBA.
So understand this, Peggy. I'll ask you this. How long did it take the NBA to be profitable?
So the NBA was founded in 1949. They didn't turn profitable until 1980 when it was the rivalry of Bird and Magic.
See, this is my thing with the W. Listen, I love the sisters getting their money. I'm all bored for it. But from a fan looking from the outside in and giving my honest opinion, there's still certain questions that I have for the W. Another thing that I question sometimes is the accessibility. It's like, how do I go buy a Caitlyn Clark jersey? How do I go buy an Angel Reese jersey? How do I go buy an Asia Wilson jersey and support women who I am fan of? It's just not as easy as going to get a LeBron James jersey, as easy as going to get a Steph Curry, to go to get a Patrick Mahomes jersey. I shouldn't have to always just go to
Online.
I'm not an online shopper. Let's stop capping what women are able to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just like, bro, like open the floodgates. They have stories to tell. They got journeys that is interesting. When you have conversations with the Falages of the world, when you have conversations with the Brittany Grinders of the world, like those are like, yo, like it's inspiring. It don't matter what gender you are. Don't matter where you from, what ethnicity, what race you are. It's like, yo, like that's pretty cool. But now it's like open up and allow them to be so we can know more about it, so we can have more emotional tie to the situation.
That's the thing. The emotional tie to the rivalry. I'll let you go.
What's your question? So I can answer it.
My question is this. Can the WNBA grow without rivalries?
Hell no. That league got revitalized because of that moment in 2023. Angel Reese, Caitlyn Clark. We're not finna lie. It's translated from the college game to the WNBA. That's why it's not a secret that they made a profit this year off of them two women names. Now, the bigger question is, can they get more of them? I got a couple. See, what happens is the WNBA did try to push rivalries, but we just ain't buying into it. You know how I know that? Did they try to push that Brianna Stewart and Asia Wilson rivalry? We wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, at one point, yeah.
We wasn't feeling that. Both people boring. One player's declining. One player's at the top of their peak.
Yeah, they waited too late on that.
You know, so that's not a rivalry. There's no emotions with those two players. We're not gonna gravitate towards that. And see, I ain't gonna touch on the Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese rivalry because I'm gonna touch on that a little later. But we know what that's about. So let's touch on another rivalry that could be formed. That could just be based on just basketball, but if they would have did it right and one person wouldn't have got hurt, this would have became a rivalry too. Can I interest you in Juju versus Paige? Remember when they played last year On Fox Sports, that rating did a 2.5, and it never did a 2.5 on Fox ever. And it was between USC and UConn, Paige versus Juju. They were going at it.
They were.
If Juju would have got hurt and she would have came out this year instead of next year, her and Paige could have been something. And that would have been something people would have been interested in, not because of, saying the racial hate or what, but not. It would just been two great players that people respect going right at each other. I'm gonna tell you another rivalry that y'all ain't thinking about, but if they promote it properly, it could be juicy.
What?
Kind of interest you in Olivia Miles and Hannah Adongo?
Oh yeah. People still passionate about that.
Yeah, you know they hate each other. You
People
know they
like,
hate each other.
They be on one side or the other. They got Hannah Hidalgo fans. They find themselves hard to say something good about Olivia Miles.
You know they hate each other.
I be like, why y'all? Just because they split? Y'all? Okay, yeah, I get you.
You know they hate each other. So like I said, if Hannah Dog in 2 years and Olivia Miles in her second season at that point, you put them two together, the hate is there, that could be a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? The another rivalry they should have promoted, but one is washed now, and the other one's still playing a high level, even though she old. And that was Skylar Diggins versus Jewel Lloyd. They should have pushed that. You know they hate each other. Rival pushed it, and we watched it, and we loved that. Oh, they were going at it, but
you know what it was? It was too brief. Like, cause they pushed it like when they got to the playoffs.
yeah.
But then the playoffs is short for the women, so two or three games, it was out of there, it was over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They needed to push that from before the playoffs.
Yeah. But
So
I'm telling you, but it's stuff like that. It's like I said again. Even
the
like
ankle versus feet thing was a good thing until
yes.
we got injuries and it got derailed. But the angel versus feet thing was getting heated.
Yeah, and that was basketball related.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. That why, like I said, see, this is where the W is behind the rival. Because like I said, on rival pushed that Rose versus ours. They pushed that. I mean, they did a high number when we watched it. Yeah. They're talking trash. They pushed that third game. And like I said, I still think them Sephora refs cheated for feet. But it's all good, though. We ain't tripping on that.
Yeah.
But like I said,
like you still sour.
I'm still salty because Angel had them up 6, locking feet ass up. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't even score. You know what I'm saying? Took out the game in the third quarter from 4-minute mark. When it got to the minute 50, they was up 10. Because that when feet went off. You know what I'm saying? Feet, when feet seen what's the girl name? What's her name? What's the string bean? Olive oil. Black olive oil.
You talking about Azare Stevens?
Yeah, Azare. When she see Azare, she said, "Oh, that's lunch meat. Oh, I got to get it." She said, "Give us some mustard, some cheese, and some wheat bread. Now I'm finna eat on that ass." But you know what I'm saying? That's all it give was, Keysha. But in the day,
Flies been coming in.
yeah, that might be a rival, Fly versus Angel. That might be something.
Angel versus Kia Brooks.
Yeah, that might be something. Kia Brooks she be doing a little talking. You know what I'm saying? That might be something.
I don't think she gonna stop talking just because of
Nah, but Mama Reese said she'll square up with her. Mama Reese said, you throw her hand. But nah, I'm telling you, but that's what Pierre Newton said is right. They need to push those rivalries. They need to push. They use the emotion from those women to push the game forward where it could be more attractive than the men. Because there's not no rivalry in the men's game. Because
think about right now.
You know what? I got one in the men. Chet versus Wemby. That's a rivalry.
Okay.
Another one should have been Embiid versus Jokic, but Embiid always be ducking Jokic every time they play.
And
he always duck him.
He hurt.
And he be ducking them every time. But it's like that's where the game gets soured at when it comes to the men's game. But the women's game is stuff there. Like I said, it's women that don't like each other for real. And so
people think rivalry means it matters about who wins and loses. No, it matters about the emotion that is evoked every time those people play,
Yes. That's
whether
why
you
when
win or lose.
people say, well, South Carolina beat LSU 19 times, they could be on 13 times, but it's still gonna get the emotion out of South Carolina every time they get in the presence
They
of
they
LSU.
beat our ass, and they still talk about us more than we talk about the
Yeah.
rival. It's a rivalry.
Yeah, it's a rivalry.
I don't know what pushed it into that. I don't care at this time. Emotions get evoked. That's all I'm telling you. I see people online talking for hours on spaces
Yeah.
about one game. That's a rivalry, guys.
Yes. It's emotion. It's so
Yeah.
so that's why I like this segment. Cam Newton is right. The W need to do what David Stern did in '84. When he became the commissioner, he said, forget promoting the teams. I'm gonna promote Magic. I'm gonna promote Bird. I'm gonna promote Michael. I'm gonna promote Dominique. I'm gonna promote, you know what I'm saying, Moses Malone, Julius Irvin. I'm gonna promote the greats, and I'm gonna put them in front of TV and let them be the seller part of the game. Because the WNBA don't have enough tradition to be talking about selling the teams. Sell these players. Sell the Angels, sell the Caitlyn, sell the Doggo, sell the, you know what I'm saying, Fly Jays, sell the, you know what I'm saying, the Lynx, you know what I'm saying, Fee versus Angel, sell those rivalries, sell what would interest the average person about, you know what I'm saying, these players so they could be watchable. That's what going to help the WNBA not only grow, but to stay at a status quo, even if Angel and Caitlyn decline and become, you know what I'm saying, far in the background. They need rivalry. They need something to promote with the WNBA, and I think the problem is the WNBA just want the rivalries to promote themselves, and that's not how it works.
I got another one. I'm gonna tell you this. I just want to make sure y'all understand. Cam did have a great nugget that people need to grasp. The NBA started in 1946. They didn't turn a profit until the 80s, y'all. You know. Second thing is another rivalry you didn't bring up, but I think it could be one. A friendly rivalry. That first year, Angel and Camilla going up against Asia
Yeah.
was must see TV too.
Yeah, it was. It was brief, but
Because they called Angel affectionate baby A. And them South Carolina fans don't like that.
not one bit.
They don't like that shit, not one bit.
Not one
But it
bit.
was must see. Those games when both teams were at least when especially when they was competitive, like when Teaspoon, those games we all was thinking to ourselves, Chicago Sky gonna lose, but we gonna have fun watching it. And then when they won that one game, that was must see TV. They should lean into. It's time to because, like you say, Stewie is on her way to the. But they got other forwards in the game. You can, you know, go this thing because one thing about Angel, she gonna talk crap no matter who she playing. So you gonna at least get one side of it.
Yeah, man.
But
But
but a
nah,
lot of
that,
people watch them games and was like, yeah, I want to see how the baby Twin Towers go up against Asia Wilson. So
but that's like I said again, they just gotta know how to push it. It's like even you could push the Warner Bonner versus the Indiana Fever. That could be a rivalry. How the way she left, you know, so they still salty about that. They still salty.
Lord.
You know, say
Oh my
decent.
Lord, Mike. You know, I ain't looking. They talking crazy in the chat. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying it could be DJ versus Caitlyn could be a rivalry. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? She always coming at Caitlyn when it comes to that social promotion issues and stuff like that. And so it's just like the man had a point. You
He did.
got to promote the rivalries. You got to promote what people want to hear because at the end of the day, that will bring them to the television. And if you
Yeah.
do that, you could grow this game in ways that could be unimaginable. But
Duval.
yes.
Elisa Peely got left in Chicago
Yeah. After Angel
because
scored 20.
Minnesota wanted to win
As the Angels
most
scored
that
25 on
game.
their ass.
At least
Yeah.
I think that was her first name, Peeling. She
Peely,
got
yeah.
left in Chicago.
Yeah. When Angels scored 25 on their ass, nah, she that when Reed said, yeah, I fucked up. I I ain't draft a Hall of Fame because you know what I'm saying, I'm tripping. Nah, and
So yeah,
that
that rivalry, what naturally happened in Unrivaled carried over. It's just that the Reese's team was so goddamn bad. That's the other thing to a rivalry. You gotta make sure they get the players. So you can't have you can't have the person that drives the most social media content regarding basketball and outside of basketball. Her being on a horrible team is just not a good look.
no, it's not.
You're missing a lot of opportunities. I don't know.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you what else the WNBA need to start promoting, and this is on some real stuff.
Hmm.
These break up with these women, they need to promote that too. They need to promote these women breaking up like when
You a
DJ
hater.
broke up with Alyssa.
The WNBA don't need to get into that. No,
Yeah,
not no
they
league.
man, yeah,
People
they need.
online can get into that, but not in the league. That's messy.
I'm telling you,
No.
they need to promote that when it comes to rivalries because at the end of the day, people
So
want
you
to
can
watch
beat up
that
your
stuff.
ex girlfriend day? Is that what you're trying to
Yeah,
do?
people want to watch that stuff. People watch reality TV. That's why we don't got sitcoms anymore. Because sitcoms usually cost a lot of money, but reality TV is cheap. But people
That
watch.
I'll tell you another rivalry that I think about that she probably not gonna agree with, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If they get Paige a decent team, promote that Caitlyn versus Paige thing because
Man.
because they know she like Angel so much as an extension. I'm telling you, people have emotion. People be like, "Oh no, no, she didn't get as many as assists as Caitlyn."
Yeah, man.
But
I see it, but
but last year they was getting their butt so bad that whooped so bad that it didn't matter. But I'm telling you, bro, if
I
we
guess.
if she ever just start whooping them, Doug Clark is gonna make it a rivalry. But anyway,
I think Paige fit more with the Juju. Cause I think it was basketball with them. And they just want to see who was the better player between those two. I think her and Kaden, it don't feel right.
I do believe Paige has something to improve. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
it just feel forced when it comes to her against Caitlyn. Caitlyn rivalry is Angel, and it always will be Angel. They always
It
will
can
be
still
forever.
be. I'm not saying don't play that one up. I'm saying play the other one up too,
I
because they
know, but
actually play the same position.
I get it, but I think the problem is like I think if Paige was more chirpy, it would have worked. But Paige is just so like bland. It's just like it don't mesh with a Caitlyn who can be fiery. And
Yeah,
so
Taylor can carry that part. They don't need Paige for that.
Paige need to hold up. Paige need to hold up part too.
No, what I'm saying is Caitlyn can do all the chirping she wants. She gonna bring the five. Paige just needs to bust her in the tail so the Clarks can get upset. That's
Man.
all I'm saying. Because I'm pretty sure if it get because one thing they said about Paige is she always got the refs and stuff, and Caitlyn hate the refs. She's talking about them every 5 minutes. So I'm just telling you, bro.
I would say this. I'm gonna give you one where they try to make it one, but she just kept getting punched in her face and getting reminded that she ain't this.
Who?
If they would have played that Kiki versus Angel, that would have been something. Cause Kiki was coming, and then Angel had to bust in her face a few times, saying, "Nah, this ain't how that works."
I think that's like one of them four. I think they're gonna have a rivalry between all of the big fours, that play that style of basketball. I think they can play that up too. I agree. That's why. That the only reason why I say that, that's why I really love rivalries, especially when you start talking about individuals with people that actually go up against each other as positionally, because otherwise it's got to be a team thing. Because Poe Angel, she in the post and she getting lit up by Caitlyn's team. I
Yeah.
mean, it's nothing she can do.
But I think that would be a good rivalry if they were to promote it right. Her versus Kiki, or even her versus Sakira Austin.
Hmm.
Cause Sakira Austin be chirping that Angel ass. She don't be giving a
I like
damn.
Shakira.
And so you know what I'm saying. Whatever Sakira lacking talent, but she make it up in toughness. And so
Shakira is one of them players. I don't know what she ever was gonna be because she had so many injuries so early on. So I don't know what she's going. You know what I mean? I don't know. She
I
was out of
feel
sight, out of mind for a while, and then now she coming back. I don't know what she. I gotta go back and do some more research and see what she lost because after them injuries and stuff. Because you would think she would stay on this Washington team and really give it a year, but we'll see. It would be
yeah.
a good rivalry because Shakira is close to Angel's hometown, their hometown, and it could be a rivalry. With that, along with Kiki, but they just need.
Well,
Yes,
go ahead, cook.
yeah. I think they just need these teams, man.
Nah, I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you a
Angel's
rivalry.
team just screws up everything, man.
I'm gonna tell you a rivalry that you ain't even think about. But if you were to really think about it, it'll make sense. And they close, but they both the same personality. If you think about this, the rivalry they should be pushing is Caitlyn versus Sabrina. They play the
Man,
same. They play the same. They both chirp. They both talk shit. Sabrina be talking her ass off.
you do.
And they both can't play defense. You know what I'm saying? You have that. That's a real rival because she supposed to be in Caitlyn before Caitlyn.
She too
With,
busy trying to be Caitlyn's mentor.
and that's what I'm saying, but it still could work. You have the, like I said again. But the point of this discussion is, Cam Newton, I salute you, brother. You are right. The rivalry of Angel and Caitlyn built the WNBA. I mean, it revitalized the WNBA. It made it turn a profit for the first time in their history. And you know what I'm saying? It took this league to places that they ain't never would have been before without them. That's why this new TV deal is 20%, because they said it was gonna be 19, but they got the 20%. So they more than double, and they got revenue sharing, because they ain't have revenue sharing the first time. But we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. So I ain't gonna touch on the
Yeah, we ain't
CBA.
gonna get into that.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on that more tomorrow. But it just shows you what that rivalry between those two women did for the W in ways that we couldn't imagine. And now it's up to the W to find ways to maximize these little petty beefs and make it so compelling where people will want to watch the game.
I
Because
agree.
people want to watch good basketball and then like the little side shows at the same time. Like I say, sports and reality TV goes together. I promise you that.
I do. I do. I agree with half of your ones. You just don't agree with one of my ones, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be must see TV, especially when they hit to the United Center in Dallas, because we gonna be over there going this page country.
Yeah. Now somebody threw out this. I'm gonna give them credit. Somebody threw out Bets and Camilla.
Hmm. What team do best need to go to make sure that?
She gonna go to Washington. You know she going to Washington.
Oh shit, that's another big over there. Hell,
Yeah.
it's a lot
You
of
know Shakira
bigs.
might be gone though. Remember?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's a lot of bigs over there.
Shakira probably go to Dallas.
She
And so when
might.
you get Bets and Kiki and Angel Camilla, that'll be something to
Yeah,
watch.
Betsy Kiki will be a good. I like it.
And I
I
think
like it.
it'll do Camilla some good to have somebody that's her size that kind of play her style of basketball that could be physical. See, that's the thing. Bets on mine, say getting her hands dirty. So I think it'll bring
No, she
something out of
don't.
Camilla. I think it'll bring something out of Camilla because, like I
It's either
said,
gonna bring it out of her, or she gonna get punked because Bess don't
yeah,
you don't have to wind Bess up.
nah,
She already wound up from tip.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Get you know what I'm saying. Get a little elbow to Camilla real section from Bats. You know what I'm saying? It'll wake Camilla up, and
Yeah,
that's all you need.
I
And
agree.
so it's stuff like that. Like I said again, the
So
WNBA
you
they
say we
got.
gonna get Camilla like when she get up for Asia? Is that the Camilla who's gonna get?
Nah, man, you know that was a one time thing. Cause
Because
Asia smoked it.
Camilla was up, man. Camilla was up, man.
Yeah,
She was
that
over
one
there
game.
dropping. Look, 5 blocks on. I said, what's going on? The agent told her she wasn't no real gamecock or something. What's going on out here?
That one game. Then all other time she cooked their ass. You know what that was.
All
But
I
she
know
had no
is
time of moment. Dude.
she
I
had
ain't
the
even hate on that.
intensity. I was like, at least she had the intensity because I was like, maybe she told her she wasn't no real gamecock or something. I don't know, but she wasn't.
Now,
She wasn't playing with Asia that game. That one particular game.
I'm gonna tell you what really was the game changer for Camilla. Last year when she played against Jacqueline Jones, they for the first time they got a wash. Remember Jacqueline Jones used to be cooking her ass, eating her ass up. But last year for them 2 games, at least they got a wash when it comes to points. So that's where like Camilla could improve when it comes to her mental toughness. So I hope her bets do go to Washington to really push that out of Camilla. Get that fire Camilla, because that's something that need to be promoted. And so even the overseas, even if WNBA want to really push that overseas stuff, how about All Fam versus Malanga?
Oh yeah, we forget about Malunga. Yeah, Malunga over
Yeah.
there in Seattle. You know, the other one I like too was Chicago. Well, this is all. Y'all just take this with a grain of salt. Hopefully, we get a good team back. But that Chicago versus New York was kind of
Yeah.
for some reason, Chicago bum self will have New York's number, and they always did numbers. For as people in New York love Angels, so it was
Yeah.
always a good game, good atmosphere.
Yes.
Maybe you could play that up, because Bro Clark swears Chicago hate New York and New York hate Chicago. So I don't know about that. I'm just
I'm telling you. It's just like I said again, it's up to the W to really spend some money. Especially
yeah.
if they gonna get like I said, the woman won these negotiations. Like I said, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. But if
Yeah.
you're gonna do all this for the women, what y'all did, you got to put money behind the marketing. Put these women, make these women go on NBC Today, Good Morning America. Make these women go on SportsCenter and do these interviews. Make these women have segments on First Take where they just talking basketball. They need to have these women out there so the game can be promoted and promoted to a higher level. Because like I said, the opportunity is open. The men game is watered down and is not, attractive right now. The NFL is open and over in January. Well, February now, but in February. So there's an opportunity for the women could really steal some real estate. They could really steal some real estate if they really put money behind it. Because the world is watching now. Like I say, the women didn't. The WNBA is not in no cocoon that nobody ain't paying attention to anymore. It's in a pond now. We see you.
Right.
So
Oh,
now,
okay.
now maximize it. Now you know what I'm saying. Put some money behind it and allow this game to grow and allow this game to maximize to the highest level.
I agree. I agree. We got to push storylines. You got to push because that's what rivalries are. It's a storyline that keeps on repeating itself every season. It always starts from something, and then you just keep recreating that feeling that everybody remember. A lot of people don't remember how the rivalry start, but they just know they got this emotional attachment to it, and that's all they need. So, yeah,
Yeah.
man, I'm with you. All right, y'all, we get to our last topic. Hit the like But our last topic is the Caitlyn Clark um, effect, or the rise of Caitlyn Clark's popularity. A lot of people debate the ball on when that went down. We attributed it to the viral moment, but a lot of people want to claim that she was already viral before that moment. Uh Duval, let me get some stuff up here. Ah, you say you want to go ham, so I'm gonna let you go. Look, he drinking his water, Shay. He ready. He ready. Hold on, y'all. Let me bring this thing back up. I was already there, wasn't I? Okay, hold on. All right. Where you want to start, Duval? With this?
We start there, and then we go to the Marcellus Waller clip.
Okay. Let's start here. All right. We are exploring when Caitlyn Clark actually became popular and started growing the women's game.
Hold on. Before you play this,
Mm-hmm.
it's not when she started growing, because we're going to get on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's people stop lying about the reason why she is the most popular player.
We want to get into the why.
Yes.
Okay.
See, we finna
Okay.
unlock the lies today.
All right. You ready?
Yes, let's start with them first. Lindbergh.
Let's start with the Doublemint twin. Okay, here we go.
What I always say about Caitlin's ascent is I say the two foundational things above all else
Pause it.
when it comes to why
Oh,
Caitlyn
okay.
Clark.
We got money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
I don't
I
never
had to
disrespect
get
the
back to
money.
the others. Hey, look, hold on, y'all. Yeah, let's see. Oh, here we go. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Brian. He said Cameron Brink and Dominique Malonga.
Now I'm gonna tell you something, Brian. We ain't never seen you before, but welcome to the family. You know what I'm saying? We gotta name our fan base. We gotta come up with that, Keysha. But welcome to the family. You know what I'm saying? We're happy to see you. Now, Cameron, I think it is. I think it'll be a robbery if Cameron Brink continues to develop. I think right now her development is stagnant, and that's the problem. That's what my concern is when it comes to Cameron Brink. But longer is keep rising. You can see her keep getting better. It seems like Cam Brink development is stagnant. And I think Cam Brink I think she's one of those like a Leah Edwards type, where she's just one good coach away. So if she could go to a different team with a different coach,
You don't like her? You don't like her current coach?
I don't think the current coach is developing her. Because,
Okay.
like I said, do you see in the growth of development in Cam Brink's game right now?
Well, it's kind of hard because Cam Brink came back in the middle of the season.
But
So
see
maybe if
that,
I give the new coach this off season and then maybe see what we got.
but we seen from the middle of last season, even through on rival, you see the same Cam Brink. It's like she's not being developed. So I don't even think it's the coach. I think the coach maybe not just a great fit for what Cam Brink needs to really be a better player. But I like that. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that's wrong, especially both of them being on the West Coast. I just feel like if Cam Brink could get to a Natalie in Golden State, I really know what she is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because you see Malonga, she
Keep rising.
she and everybody's development is different. Some people catch on quicker than others, but you can see that Malonga seems like to be like a sponge. Like she learns every time she's out. And I will give Cam Brink a little bit of grace because I know she went through that injury, and you have to come back from that and all that good stuff, and come back through and try to get yourself back in basketball shape. But I'm with you. I don't know if it's Malonga's just insatiable. She just seemed like she's hungry to be great. So I don't know if it's just a matter of her trying to trust, because the mental get messed up when you have an injury,
Yes.
and it take you time to get back to being yourself, feeling yourself, and believing that you are yourself and you can trust that knee. So I'm hoping that's why I said maybe if we give her coach with the Sparks this off season and then going into the W. But I'm with you. After this season, if she don't look no different, then
It's not that she can't be developed. I just need a new coach.
yeah.
Give me her with Cheryl Reeves. I think Cheryl Reeves could make her a better version of Alana Smith. Cause they both got the same tools. It's just Alana Smith is more further along. And we know the Minnesota Lynx is the best development system in the WNBA. That's
she don't want to go there though.
she need to.
She want to stay where she, her
She want to
comfortable.
stay. She want to stay at Cali, but at the same time,
It
do she
never
want?
rains in Southern Cal. Go ahead.
But do she want to be great or do she want to be mediocre? Now, if she want to be mediocre, she can stay right there where she at. But if she want to be great, she don't have to venture outside of her comfort zone and get with a coach that know how to push her to her greatness. If she want to be great. But anyway, let's move on to this. But welcome to the family, Brian. You this first time we see you. You ever seen Brian?
Look at that. He said he agree with you.
Hey, Brian, how much more money you got? Now, you go ahead and make it rain, Brian. Make it rain. Welcome to the family. You know what I'm saying?
Magic City's most be at the place more than anybody else. Shut up.
Yeah, nah, make it rain, Brian, because you know Keysha don't pay me over here. Make it rain. We need some money.
He do all this for free. He do
All this
for free.
So make it rain. Now let's go back to this. So let's get this conversation started.
Let's get this conversation started. Here we go.
What I always say about Caitlyn's ascent is I say the two foundational things above all else when it comes to why Caitlyn Clark became so popular. One, hitting logo bombs. Like, more than anything else, hitting logo bombs, right? Like that. People were like, I can remember the first time I was told about Caitlyn was Sue Bird. We were going to do studio for women's college in Bristol. And she was like, have you heard about this freshman in Iowa? She shoots like Steph Curry. I was like, no. We have all these TVs in the back behind like where we're actually on set. And I start watching, and sure enough, she pulls up from 30. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And that was like those viral clips are what people first got drawn to. And then I think the second most important thing beyond the logo bombs to her ascent was her having these extended runs through the tournament. So people heard about her, what she was doing at Iowa, and then she kept delivering upon their curiosity, right? Like, oh, I got to watch Iowa. I heard about this, young girl putting up huge numbers who shoots from 40 feet. Then they tune in and she, has a 40-point triple-double in the Elite Eight, or she knocks off undefeated South Carolina in the semis, or the next year, wins against LSU in the rematch, or beats UConn to go back to the finals, or has 18 points in the first quarter of the national championship game in the eventual loss to South Carolina. She just kept delivering upon those moments, and she let you stay on the journey with her for so long that you got more invested and got to know her and whatever. And so I always say, beyond anything else, the two key ingredients to Caitlyn's rise are that the logo bombs, and then how incredible she was on two extended March Madness journeys where she allowed people to go on a ride with her and be, entranced by what she was able to do, and then get to watch it again and again and again and deliver upon the expectations of what they were telling their friends they were going to get to go see.
And not play in 8 months due to injury, and then rejoin USA Basketball with the best, some of the other best players in the world and win the MVP. Maybe she's good. I mean, it could be.
Could be.
Could be.
You know what, Keysha? Except for the roast their ass a little bit.
That's why I be liking to stop and be conversational. So I just want to make sure before you go, He's saying since she was a freshman, people were so intrigued by her that they was on this journey with her since she was a freshman because of the logo bombs and being at Iowa.
See, this was my problem with Count Dracula and motherfucking Gargamel. Lying. Them both lying. They ain't watch her as no goddamn freshman. They may have heard about her here and there, but the popularity wasn't there. They lying. But we get off there for a second. Like I said again, Beavis and Butthead, lying ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Let's go to Marcellus Wiley.
I just want to make sure we keep that in mind when we break it down at the end of this. He say he was getting notice of which most of these, commentators do because they do the game.
Yeah.
Of course, they know more about the players that are playing really well because they do the games.
Yeah, Ruco do the game.
He do the game. So, of course, people are telling him about this one and that one and this one and that one. But, sir, that doesn't determine popularity, though.
Nope.
But you said since freshman. So I just want y'all to hold on to that.
Hold on to that. Because Count Dracula and Gargamel lying. We ain't finna let them lie today.
All right.
Now let's go to Marcellus Wiley.
Let me go here. Okay, I think it's here.
Now go to the 31 minute mark.
Okay, let me pause it. Let me bring it.
Exactly 31 minutes.
All right. Hold on. Let me get on. Oh, there. No, that's 30 minutes. Keysha, you having a moment.
Don't let your hand get cramped up, Keysha. If that's the
trying
farthest you get, start right there. Right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you saw me slow walking.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And stop at 33-28.
Okay.
So you usher them in. They get in there. They taking over because they give attention. They give the machinery. They give the propping up to the potential. What Caitlyn Clark was able to do is capitalize on that potential, not only in college, but when she first hit the WNBA. And that's how they got paid. They didn't get paid because they start feeling really bad after 28 years, after them starting really fast and having high ratings in the beginning and then catering.
Uh-oh.
I mean, they cratering. They didn't give them a big bump for that. They gave them a big bump because they found lightning in a bottle. Somebody who can do what the men do, highest level can do. And when you watch, she will deliver. There it is. Nobody else could do that. Be real. Be real. Who's second? Angel Reese? You can't even say Aja Wilson because she's been in the league. As much as she's better than all of these women, we've been there, done that. We've seen that. You ever hear a song? That's like how at the Grammys, the best album don't always win. You be like, dog, this is the best album. This is the best songs. This is the best. It's Aja Wilson. And then guess what happens? Somebody else win with a one-hit wonder or whatever it may be, lesser album. You can't put it on Wilson. You can't put it on her. She been here. Ain't no bumps. No rating surges because of her. Angel Reese, I wish you could. She's certainly killing it off the court. And she plays well. She's good on the court now. She hustled her way into getting it. She me-bounded all the way up to it. But the point is, not even her. Not even her. She was a part of the positive and negative of the battery that got it going in the NCAA tournament. She was part of that. They wrote her into it. We needed a villain. Okay, you can be it. But that ain't her. Because what does she do that takes us to the highest level in thought? What does our lizard brain say about Angel Reese? Be real. You already know. You already know. So that's how the game goes.
Pause it.
And
that's all we need to hear.
Okay.
See, Grimace, you lying too. And I'm gonna tell you why y'all lying. I'm finna preach to the audience today.
Go ahead.
Just a little bit.
You got it.
And then meanwhile, while I preach, had them.
Hold on. Hold on before you do it. Your lizard brain better tell me what you be
Oh,
what you be
what?
visioning when you hear Angel Reese. He said your lizard brain.
He trying to say miscellaneous. I know. I watched the show. Yeah, I know what he's saying. Yeah, he in the little chirping. But now we finna have a real conversation today. I'm finna educate my audience. But while I'm having this real conversation, have them look the tweets and stuff up that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the Caitlyn Clark and the rise and all that, so we could really have a conversation.
Well, which one you want first?
Just have it ready. You know what I'm saying? You just go on the main page and then I go from there. I direct it one from there.
Because you know some things are articles and some things. Go ahead.
I'm finna. Now, but see, Brian, you know what? Play the money sign. See, I love Brian. Brian, cool.
Okay, hold on. Before he go ham.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the $5 super chat, Brian. He said, I talked to you all the other day about signing trades. I'm a CC fan, but entertaining channel. I try not to be biased. I like to hear all perspective. We appreciate you, Brian. I try to give all perspectives. Even if people say I'm glazing and hating, I don't be feeling that way.
Brian, if you keep donating, your ass gonna be up here with us. Shit, you don't be talking with us. Shit. If everybody else in the chat, they be here from day one, A1, and don't want to give a dime. But I love y'all. I love y'all, but y'all want to donate and give A1 from day one. Like I said, Brian gonna be up here with us. We don't end up getting Brian though. Brian, you want to what you call it, a wrench? We'll give you a wrench.
No, Duval. What's that song? I love all my the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Brian, we'll give you a wrench.
You stop that.
But Brian, you not finna like what I'm about to say though. But you know what I'm saying? We love you anyway. We love you anyway. But put it this way. We love you too, ADP. You know you're an A1 Day 1 member. But let me say this.
Go ahead.
I'm finna get real with you. You know why these million members keep saying we like Caitlyn Clark because of the logo threes, and we like her because of the way she plays? You know that's a dog whistle, right? Because they don't want to really say what it really is. See, they like Caitlyn originally because she was the victim of a bad moment. She became something that they could rally behind to rally against African American women. And so they use basketball as a secondary reason when the real reason is they like her because what she represents for their emotional state when it comes to society of today. And you know why I know that? Because that's why Caitlyn Clark, before the moment, was never on Jason Whitlock's show.
Nope.
Was never on Outkick the coverage. Was never on Clay Travis' show. It was never on the conservative black and Caucasian people channels.
No.
But they can't admit that, you know what I'm saying, part of Caitlyn Clark popularity is due to racism. Because it makes them uncomfortable. It don't make them feel good root for somebody that represents that. Even though we don't say that Caitlyn is that. But we feel like her popularity is attached to that. Even she denounced it, and I don't think she denounced it hard enough. And I apologize to my brother Brian in the chat because you've been donating, so I'm going to call you out by your name. If that offends you, but we got to call it like it is over here. Caitlyn Clark, part of her big ascension after that moment was due to the racial tension between Caucasian Americans that feel like they wasn't heard and respected or celebrated enough against the African American women in particular, who they feel like is out of their place when it comes to sports and society. And so, how I know this? why I kind of relate to this, right? Now I'm finna put black people on blast. You ready for this, Keysha? I'm finna put black people on blast. You
Go
ready
ahead.
for this?
We can handle it.
Can I bring y'all back to 2008? You gonna ask me what happened in 2008, right?
What happened?
Did Barack Obama became president in 2008?
He did.
Yes, he did, right? Did black people not apologize for voting for Barack Obama because he was black? Most of black people couldn't tell you what Barack Obama's policy or stance was. Didn't give a goddamn fuck. We voted for him because he was black and we want to see history, and we didn't think we'll ever see a black president a day in our life, and we ain't do it now.
And there was a lot of people like that just voted because they wanted to be a part of history. That is true.
We don't apologize for it.
No,
we
we don't.
accept it, and we tell y'all that's the reason. Y'all can either eat it or move out the way. But either way, that's how we felt, and we didn't give a fuck.
No.
But you know
what it was. Now, some of us, I will say, like you say, Duval, some of us knew all the policies. But
Yeah.
some of us was just like, is he going to do it?
But now, before I continue, because I'm getting a little stack in the chat. I get it. Now I'm getting a little stack in the chat. I be getting off these jokes. Y'all, plenty of y'all in the chat donate to the channel, and we appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I promise you, we love y'all. I just be throwing off jokes. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate Brian donating tonight. That's all. But I love all of y'all. Y'all know I appreciate all y'all chats.
I love all my people the same.
I love all y'all. A lot of y'all donated plenty of time to the channel. We appreciate you. Don't think I don't. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. So don't take me personally. I'm just throwing these jokes out there. But getting back to what I'm about to say. Like I said, we was unapologetic that we voted for him because he was black. Because we want to see history, and we didn't think we'll see it again if we didn't do it now. Because that's the closest thing to it. So, why can't white people just be comfortable and say, hey, we like her because of the way she played, but also we know that there's an attachment of racism that's associated with her name. And even though we're not comfortable with that, but at least we could be honest enough to know that that part of her ascension is the reason why she is popular. They can't do that. Why? Because racism made them feel uncomfortable. You know how I know racism made them feel uncomfortable, Keisha? Before I let you go? Ain't they trying to take slavery out of schools? As if we ain't sit in class and watch Roots when we was younger. As we ain't sit in class and we had our history books and they had a chapter after chapter on slavery. Like that shit ain't never happened. Like that shit ain't never exist. But all of a sudden they want to take it out of schools and act like and whitewash it like, you know what I'm saying, like it ain't never happened. And try to convince us that slavery was good. But they do that because they're uncomfortable with the fact what the history of this country was and how it makes people feel. The guilt of racism is not something that they want to be attached to. So they use other reasons to say why they agree with Caitlyn ascension, even though Caitlyn ascension didn't happen till after that moment. They don't even want to admit that. Because if they admit that, then they admit that the racism came with it. But go ahead, cook, Keisha.
This is what I would say. Just so I don't forget my train of thought. What they are struggling with, and I'm going to say they, and I'm not going to say all. I'm going to say they. What they are struggling with is all they had to do was be proud of their girl, just like we was proud of Obama. The problem they got themselves in, Duval, was when, to use your analogy, when Obama was elected, we didn't go around telling you how all the other candidates was horrible before him. If they would have all they they needed to do was be proud of their girl, Caitlyn. Her style of play. We loved it. She played is exciting, and we love her story. She came from a school that's not really talked about a lot in women's college back before that moment, it wasn't really talked about. And she got it out the mud. That's all they had to do. They didn't have to diminish the other women. And you know how I know that is they're still using those tactics instead of just talking about her accomplishment. They have to have the caveat of diminishing somebody while they talking about her accomplishments. I don't know why they can't just be proud of their girl.
That's why they mention the ratings so much. That's why I mentioned the attendance so much. See, they use those things as a tool to feel superior than other races and other fan bases. That's their go-to card. Because they can't brag on her accomplishments because she never won anything of importance. She never won a high school championship. She never won a college championship. And as of right now, she never won a WNBA championship. But the fact, the reality is this. They keep using her basketball play the reason why they fell in love with her since her freshman year when the evidence said otherwise. Matter of fact, let's go to it. Exhibit A.
You want this?
Yeah, right here. If you want to blow it up, blow it up.
Before you go into that too, I want to say this too. They try to make us lie to them and say that we was following Iowa before that moment. We were not. And I am a college women's basketball fan, chat. But I was not following the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's like in football. You got the programs that everybody follows, the LSUs, the Alabamas, the USCs, the Oklahomas. And Iowa got a football team too, brother man. Do you follow Iowa Hawkeye football like that?
Not really. I know Kurt Friends, they say coach. He's a great coach, but I don't know if he's still coaching or not, if he retired.
All we were saying is that at the time, talking about us other college basketball fans, all we were saying, we didn't know her until that moment.
Yes.
So you're being disingenuous when half of the country didn't know. Hell, it's just like, look, I couldn't name an Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball player other than who's the one that was in the W before Caitlyn?
Oh, you got Megan Gustafson.
Yeah. Other than that, name me one. People wasn't following them like that.
You'll be waiting forever.
People was not following them like that. And to get up there and say we lying is just come on, bro. You wasn't following them like that.
I'm gonna say this.
But once she beat South Carolina, because people was following South Carolina like that.
Yes.
So to sit up here and say South Carolina game and the Angel Reese moment didn't add to her popularity is just
disingenuous.
It's just disingenuous. Even before you see any numbers.
But I'm gonna say this.
Brian Kuko wasn't even talking about her like that. But anyway.
I'm gonna say this. If it was just about basketball, if it was just about her shooting logo threes and everything else and her journey and her story, why Angel Reese's name always attached to her there? If it was just about basketball, it wouldn't matter. The Angel Reese portion of this story would not matter to the consciousness of Caitlyn Clark fans if it was just about basketball. Because it wasn't like they were rivalry because they played against each other a lot. Because they did. But, they played in Big Ten and stuff like that, but nobody didn't care.
That's the ball. That's a missing piece of this story. People don't realize that Caitlyn and Angel was going up against each other before this moment.
They went at each other since AAU, high school.
And nobody was talking about it.
No, Angel was kicking her teeth in every single time. But see, matter of fact, case in point, blow this up.
I'm trying to make it as big as I could. That's about as big as I can make this thing. Let me see if I can make it.
Well, that's fine. We can read it up for Lakeisha.
Okay, yeah, because for some reason when they do them screenshots. Anyway, it says W Final Four scores across ESPN platforms to become the most viewed semis in ESPN history. Iowa versus Gamecocks, 5.5 million, peaked at 6.6 million. LSU versus the Hokies, 3.4 million, peaked at 5 million. Two most viewed games ever on ESPN Plus.
Now let me ask you this: that was a Final Four, right?
That might have been
that was a Final Four. That was the Final Four.
The Final Four. Yeah, it was.
Okay. If Caitlyn Clark popularity was pre-Angel Reese moment, how come next year that number was 15?
Yeah.
When Paige versus Caitlyn, Iowa versus Connecticut, they ain't no rivalry that I know of. And like I said, they'll star players in that next year's game. It'll star players in this game. Because this game had what? Aaliyah Boston and And Aaliyah Boston was number one pick in the draft at that year. So, it was star players in South Carolina at that time, too. And that's what Raven Johnson was freshman. She got waved off. And what or not? Ain't that the wave off game?
That was the wave off game.
So how come the next year game did 15, but this game get 5? Wouldn't this game would have did 15 and the next year game would have did 15? Wouldn't that number would have been similar if that moment didn't have nothing to do with her ascension? I mean, educate me, chat. Educate me, Keysha.
First of all, the Final Four is always going to do some numbers, because that's what people tune on. It's kind of like baseball. You wait till you get to the last 4 teams, and then everybody starts watching. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm out of time. I can't go through all this stuff in the chat. I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but not all of it.
Now, Brian, don't run off. Like I said, we try to be respectful here. Like I said, again, my chat, they passionate, but they ain't disrespectful. You family here, We do a little arguing, but at the same time, we try to be respectful here. We love you over here, Brian. Don't let the chat run you off. Don't let the chat run you off. We appreciate you here. Don't do that. Now, chat, y'all take it easy on them, chat. I know we get a little passionate, we get a little defensive when it comes to Angel. But he family here. He come to the cookout just like, Paige do. Now, come on now, y'all work with him. Work with him. He been donating a lot tonight, Just take it easy on him. He ain't like the regular troll where we gotta run him up out of here. But Brian, stay. You can stay with us. We just trying to have an educational moment with the audience and yourself.
But think about this. Think about this. The next year it was like you say, like 15 million. Like you said, shouldn't it have been 15 million before then?
Yes.
Since Ryan Kukoc say y'all was already on this journey with her?
Yes. It should have been. The numbers should have been the same. I mean, numbers should have been close to consistent. Even if it wasn't 15, the South Carolina game, what happened in the South Carolina game was just 12. And then next year game was 15. Then it would have been somewhat similar. Even that game with South Carolina versus Iowa, people don't know, and people ain't gonna be honest. At that point, Iowa was the B side. It was South Carolina that was the A side.
But here's the thing. What people don't understand. Caitlyn Clark fans, Angel Reese fans, everybody's fans. They both benefited from the moment.
Both of them.
Angel talks about this in an interview. How it went crazy for her after that moment. They was being interviewed everywhere.
No.
Y'all was not interviewing that girl like that before that moment. Y'all need
Keysha. You got to hold on. Brian, he want to talk to her again, Brian.
Oh, Lord, Brian. Brian said he not running. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He said I don't have to keep up in chat. We need to talk sometime. I really do have to go back to work. Look, Brian, don't get fired because of us, because we'll get you fired.
I know it. But Brian, you better come back, Brian. You don't know enough. You better come back. We don't give you a wrench.
Look, don't get fired because of us.
We appreciate you, Brian. Don't run off. My chat, we love you. We love you over here. You know what I'm saying? We love some Caitlyn Clark fans. You know what I'm saying? We don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? We just get mean with the trolls. Now keep cooking, Keysha. I ain't mean to interrupt you, but you know Brian had something to say.
I'm just telling you, they both benefited from the moment. Angel talks about how her life was after that championship game, after the moment. Sometimes you catch lightning in a bottle. It happens. Just like we were talking about one-hit wonders. You get a one-hit wonder, you like, how did this shit hit like that?
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice, baby. He's still making money.
He's still making money.
He's still making money after a song.
To this day.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But the problem with some of the Clark fans is they don't want to give nobody else credit but her. And that's just not what happened.
Let's share some more stuff, Keysha. Let's go to the because we want to get out of here.
Let's keep cooking. All right, hold on. Let me go back. I forgot what an X said. Okay, there we go.
Right there.
All right, here we go.
Like I said, we love you, Brian. You know what I'm saying? Stay over here. We family.
Who else we talking about now? Let's see, you got anything else?
Go down. Because remember, we got to go to the articles.
Oh, yeah, I got to go to the articles. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I'm through with the Twitter. Yeah, I think we through with this. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me go to you on 2023 up first?
Yeah, 2023. 2023 first.
With the NILs?
Yes.
Okay.
See, this one I'm going to tell you how they lying. How the media is lying to really cover up what the real reason why her ascension has happened. See, they want to rewrite history and narratives and not tell the truth. And you know how they're not telling the truth? In 2023, this is August of 2023, right? August 17th, 2023.
Right.
And that was what, 4 months after the moment?
Who are the top 10 women in the NIL athlete universe USA today?
That was 4 months. That was 4 months after the moment. Moment was what, April 2nd, right?
Yes.
So August 2nd. Okay. We don't gotta go through all the names. Let's go to where Caitlyn's at, cause we finna make a point right here. Okay.
I'm still going. Hold on. Let me get to it.
Okay. Right here, Caitlyn 5. 795,000.
That's what she was.
4 months after the moment. If Caitlyn Clark was this essential star that they said before this moment, why she is 5 at 795,000? Now go Wayne J. Oh, look at Fly J. She got more money than her at that point. Okay. Keep going.
Kia Brooks says she winning in life. Never mind.
Yeah. We ain't worried about that.
She winning in life.
How come Angel was ahead of her at this time when it came to NIL? If Caitlyn Clark was ascension like they said she was, when it comes to her popularity, she would have had more money than Angel at this point in time. And go to number 1, who is Olivia Dunn?
Yeah.
At $3.1 million. She was the big dog at the time. Now go to 2024. Because
Okay,
I'm finna show y'all the difference. See, this is why the media like to lie to y'all. And they like to rewrite history as if we don't got Google, as if we didn't live the moment that happened in real time. This ain't 1965 where we just guessing what happened. We actually lived the shit.
it's like you don't have to lie, Craig.
Nah, you ain't finna what it called, Men in Black us with that little laser? Nah.
That's the wrong one. Hold on.
That's the one we don't care about Peterson.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
We
We don't care about Peterson.
Stop being like that. I can't see it be so small when I'm putting it up. Is this 2024?
Yeah. Now this 2024. This is April 2nd, 2024. After Caitlyn Clark last game.
Yep.
In college. Now let's see where Caitlyn's at.
All right. All right. We're gonna keep going.
So let's stop at Angel.
She at 1.8.
Now Angel behind her at this point.
Right.
So in August, Angel was ahead. And Caitlyn was behind her at 795,000. And Angel had 1.3 million at that point. Now, April 2024, day after Caitlyn Clark's senior season, after she made that run again, Angel at 1.8. Clearly behind Caitlyn. So let's see where Caitlyn's at.
I see where Caitlyn at. We gonna keep going.
Caitlyn Clark, 3.1 million. How she go for 795,000 in August of 2023, and then April 2024 got 3.1 million. If her popularity was what they try to tell y'all it was before that moment, she would have had this number in August of 2023. Is that correct, Keysha?
Yeah, because brand deal should have been flying off the shelf if she was already popular.
Yes, because they did it for Olivia Dunn. Let's go to the next one.
Let's go to the
No. I ain't talking about get out of this. I'm talking keep going.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to say Olivia Dunn is still beating everybody.
3.6. She would have been where Olivia Dunn number at in August if it was just her popularity without the moment.
And Olivia Dunn wasn't even the best gymnast on the LSU team, but she was the most popular.
So Caitlyn Clark would have had Olivia Dunn a number in August of 2023 if it was just about the basketball and the logo threes without that moment being attached to her name. This is why I say the media like to rewrite history. Because they will tell you stuff, but the numbers and the facts is not consistent with the storytelling they didn't want to tell the audience. That's why we here, Keysha. Because we like to put shit together. And so again, as somebody that's a master's degree educated, how come Caitlyn Clark did not make 3.1?
3.1.
Why come she didn't make 3.1 million in August of 2023? She should have surpassed Angel Reese in money then, but she didn't. Because her fan base was growing at that point, but it wasn't there yet. It became there when it came to Olivia Dunn in 2024. Now in 2026, Angel and Caitlyn both passed Olivia Dunn by a long shot. It's not even close.
Let me tell you something. For the longest time, the most popular college athlete was Livy Dunn. She was.
Yes.
Nah, she might have not been running in all y'all circles because y'all basketball people. But she was even recognizable to people who didn't even watch a lick of gymnastics. So Caitlyn and Ryan Kukoc, if you found her in freshman year, why you ain't why she wasn't promoted like that then?
I remember the first time I ran across Caitlyn Clark was when they did a what they did on game day And I think they went to Iowa the same year before the moment.
Mm-hmm.
They went to Iowa because Iowa is known for the children's hospital stuff.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, I think they have a hospital that's showing right above the football stadium, and the crowd always wait to the children's hospital before kickoff or something like that. Ain't that like a tradition they got?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a tradition where because the Iowa hospital is right in front of the stadium. And when they look out the window at the children's hospital, you can see the game. And so every game, you can Google this if you want to confirm. Mm-hmm. The Iowa players, and I think the fans, wave to the children's hospital as like a tradition, as a sign of salute or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, either way, they did something similar for Caitlyn Clark basketball team when they did college game day at Iowa. And they did a piece on Caitlyn Clark. I guess she was doing something at the hospital. That's when I first heard of Caitlyn. When they did that ESPN game day in the morning. This was before the moment. This was if I had to guess, this was February of 2023.
Mm.
But she still wasn't on the map like that. But again,
I'm being honest with you. I didn't know her until they played South Carolina.
And that's when I think she started growing. But then she grew through the roof after LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you got conservative media that attached their name to that woman. And now her brand became bigger than ever. Mm-hmm. And reason why, and why I know for a fact that she knows that, I'm talking Caitlyn Clark herself. Why I know for a fact she knows that? If Caitlyn Clark knows that conservative media didn't attach themselves to her brand, how come she just won't come out and say who she voted for?
No, she don't want to alienate her fan base.
Because Angel Reese did.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese ain't made no apology that she voted for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, she don't want to alienate her fan base.
Mm-hmm. Because word on the street is, I'm gonna say allegedly.
They'll say we kidnapped her and made her woke.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say allegedly, but word on the street, she's a Democrat. That's what you heard that.
No, you trying to have them people up late at night having nightmares. No.
Nah, but I know you heard that before, Keysha, did you?
I've heard. The trip part about it is these young people, and I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
They should not even be attached to any kind of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Them young people don't even know who they are in their 20s. So, but they use the reason why she's solid is because they using her and she using them.
Yep, but she, like I said, word on the street, she a Democrat, but she won't come out and say it.
No, she wouldn't say that.
So she knows that what's attached to her name. But again, she gonna keep her mouth shut because hey, money's rolling in. Money taking care of the family. So why would I stop the money train? Just, you know what I'm saying, because my moral confidence saying that, hey, I feel a certain way or I live a certain lifestyle and I just can't reveal my truth because, you know what I'm saying, how would my segment of a fan base will feel about it? Can we go to that other article I sent you?
They say Caitlyn Clark was named second best college player in history.
By Fox Sports. Yeah, I seen that. That was like a while ago.
Only to Stewie?
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah. They had her in second place. I think ESPN the one they put it on the Sports Center too.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a while ago though. Yeah, they had her second most best basketball player ever, and she never won anything. Remember that was a controversy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
To even be compared to Stewart, who won 4, like, what are we talking about here?
But go to that other article I sent you.
Okay.
And so, while you pulling that up, my point is this. So when the media keeps saying, hey, we like her because of the logo threes, or because, you know what I'm saying, she delivered in the moment. Because that's what Marcella Wallace said, right? She delivered in the moments. but she 0 for 2 in national championship games.
She don't always deliver in the moments.
So I don't know.
She hasn't delivered in the moment yet.
Yeah. She 0 2 in the national championship games. She lost in the Big Ten title game against Angel Reese.
I know. Yeah, I know.
But she is an Olympian qualifier. She did win that MVP. So I guess
that's delivering in the moment.
I guess so. Like I still say Ryan Howard should have won that.
I put it to you like this: I elevate her if we get to the Olympics and she deliver in the moment. But playing against teams that we all know we was gonna beat by 40 is just not delivering in the moment.
Mm-hmm. But we only gotta read the article. Let's go to the graphs.
Okay, hold on.
So you just scroll down till you see a graphic. That's all you gotta do. Not that one. You move past that. I don't care about that. Right here. Graphic number 1. I know it might be hard to see. Can you blow that up?
Let me see if I can make it bigger.
Yeah, I like you, Keysha. That's why you get to control everything. Because you know what to do.
Shut up, you know goodness.
You know what to do. Now pump it up a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
I'm just a glorified secretary. That's all.
Yeah, pump it up a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Good.
Just putting up Duval's exhibit. Exhibit A.
See, I want to educate the chat. See, the dark yellow line is the WNBA. Don't worry about that line. The line you need to worry about is the light yellow line, which is our. Like I said, 21-22, we got to be fair. 2021, that's COVID. That's why all the numbers are down. There ain't nobody going to.
That's why I dipped right here. Yeah, right here where the cursor is.
Yeah, ain't nobody dying to go watch no basketball. I get that.
Yeah,
so I can't say we can't say the C word. I'm sorry. Oh, dang, I can't say.
Hold on a minute. Thank you, Brian, for the $20 super chat. He said, I agree. They both benefited. Caitlyn was rising. Then the 40 triple doubles gave her more. South Carolina went to another level. Then the situation shot it through the roof. Race was involved, but not the only thing. See, Brian? See? I know you're trying to work and hide from your boss and you're typing a little funny. I get it. But see, Brian, I agree. That's all people need to do is tell the truth.
Yeah. You know what, Brian? You donate so much money, you can replace Keysha on tomorrow's show. It'll just be me and you up here. Fuck off.
Replace me, nigga.
Man, fuck you, Keysha. It's gonna be me and Brian. Cause you know what I'm saying? Brian donate, you know what I'm saying? Brian gonna be up here with me. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a show. But Brian, I wanna make this clear. I'm not saying race is the only thing that was a rise to Caitlyn's ascension. I'm saying it is attached to it.
Yeah, one of the factors. Yeah.
But the problem is, and what my problem is, Brian, is the media don't want to admit that part. They act like that part don't exist. That's my issue, Brian. It's like they act like that part of it don't exist. Like that part of it is just made up and make believe.
Yeah, it's all in our head.
It's just only thing that happened to Caitlyn was basketball related, and that is a lie. Because Angel Ascension got something to do with race too. Because black people went and got together and said, nah, you not going to bully her like this.
Correct.
In front of America. And we stood up for it because we felt like, oh, she ain't going to apologize either. Like, normally they make black people do it. And, you know what I'm saying? Or what you call it?
The ball. She became the people's champ.
Yes. Because
people saw how she was being treated. And they did not like it, and they rallied behind that young lady.
Yes, and she didn't apologize. Because they usually have us black people on our knees when we get into controversy and apologize and make us be humble. And Angel say, I ain't humbling shit. I did what I did because she disrespected my friend Raven, and which Raven still being traumatized to this day. That's crazy. But, Raven, see some therapy. You know what I'm saying? It's been 3 years since this point. I'm just being honest.
That baby's still talking about that.
Yeah,
moment.
she still traumatized. She telling the truth. She telling y'all she's still traumatized. And I'm not. I can't hold you, Raven. You need. So y'all. I know y'all got therapists in South Carolina.
She still talk about that moment. She's like, I wanted to quit basketball. Raven.
Yeah, either that or call Lakeisha's daughter. Lakeisha's daughter. She do a little therapist stuff too. So
my daughter is a therapist. If y'all need help,
you know what I'm saying. Y'all got client. Client patient privilege. So you know what I'm saying. She can't tell Lakeisha what you said and stuff.
She take that stuff very serious. She don't tell me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
She won't even treat her own mama. She say that is unethical. So.
Yes. But I just want to make this point clear, Brian. It's not that we saying her arisen or her ascension was due to racism. We saying racism is attached to her ascension. The problem is the media want to exit that out as if that part never mattered or that part never happened. And that's what I have an issue with. And that's where the lie come in at. And that's why I hate when they try to rewrite this narrative as if we didn't relive this moment with them. That's all. So back to my graph, because I got my graph up. You know what I'm saying? Brian threw me off my game for a second.
Hold on 1 second. Brian, thank you for the $2 super chat. He said, I'm the only one here. I can't spend more money. We appreciate you, Brian.
Now you got to do the money thing. Do the money thing.
We appreciate you, Brian.
Now, Brian, I'm going to say this. I'm going to adopt you as my nephew. I appreciate you. Yeah, you can't be the only one spending money. Check, I'm going to kick y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Your mama, ADP, all y'all can donate $1 so make Brian feel good. He ain't the only one at the strip club. He ain't the only one at the strip club. He ain't the only one throwing dollars at Delicious. Shit. Brian, save some of that money tomorrow. Because we need some of that money tomorrow. So save some of that tomorrow, Brian.
Shut up, man, and explain your graphic.
Now, going back to my graphic, because I'm disappointed in the chat now. The chat made me mad. Now, anyway, this yellow line right here is our. Like I said, don't disregard 20 and 21. That's the C word. You can't say that because they'll demonetize you. So I apologize, YouTube. Please forgive us.
That is a bug. I'm sorry, y'all.
So now let's go to 2022. The attendance for 2022 for hour was at 15,000, 16,000. That's good. Real good. Then 2023 after the moment went to 18,000. That's real good after the moment. 2024, it went to over 20-something thousand, close to 25,000. So if Caitlyn Clark if Caitlyn Clark ascension they had nothing to do with that moment, how come that number in 2024 ain't as big as in 2022? It should have been flatline, or at least close to it.
Y'all should have been on the journey with her, right?
Mm-hmm. How come they only talk about the sellouts that Caitlyn Clark had during her senior season? They ain't talking about that during her junior season. We ain't hear nothing about the sellouts and stuff like that during her junior season.
No.
We only heard about the sellouts on the road when she was a traveling circus was during her senior season.
Mm-hmm.
If her ascension wasn't nothing to do with that moment and what came with that moment, her number when it came to attendance would have been the same in 2022. Or even I throw out 2022, Keysha. At least in 2023.
Yeah.
That number would have been the same. It would have been no different. Or at least close to it. But see, this is why I say the media rewrite narratives and not tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going.
Hold on. Thank you, Khalil Black, for gifting 5 Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports memberships. I appreciate you. What's up, see?
Can I get a membership? I mean,
no, you don't need no membership. You know why? You
Yeah.
say you don't get paid, so you don't need
Yeah.
a membership. No.
Yeah, I don't need no
These for
membership.
my people in my community, so we can do stuff together without you.
Yeah. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I have to donate to myself.
Whatever. You know good. You know good ninja.
Well, let's keep going to my graphic. Now keep going, because we got a show to run.
Oh, you got more on this?
Yeah, I got more. Go
You want me
down.
to go down?
Yeah, go down. We ain't reading all that. I don't care about none of that.
All right, I'm
No,
going down.
go down. Go past that graphic. I don't care about none of that. Now that graphic here. We might go back to the other graphic in a second.
Okay.
See? Like we were talking about earlier. I got this graphic big enough for y'all to read. Even if you got your little phones, y'all should be able to read this shit.
Right.
Now, again,
The
viewership.
red line is the women and the blue line is the men.
It was rapid decline. I remember at this point, remember in 2014, when they asked Gino, is you winning too much would be bad for women's basketball? That was that moment right there. Gino, you almost fuck basketball up. Fuck you, Gino. Yeah. Yeah, Gino always fucked it up. He was winning so goddamn much. Get the money, Keysha.
Yeah, he winning so much. Look, he even had a coach yesterday. Was up saying, God dog, this is not fair to go up against Gino all the time. He was going, thank you, my subscriber June Brown for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. You always come through. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Duval.
See, that's what I'm saying. So back to my graphic. I appreciate you, June Brown.
That's my girl.
See, Brian, you ain't the only one throwing money, Brian. She throws some dollars too for the strippers.
Oh, it in a circle.
Throw it in a circle. And we're gonna play juvenile, back that ass up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a good time. Like Magic City. Well, anyway, that 2014, Gino almost ruined basketball when the media asked him, is you winning too much is bad for women's basketball? Gino said no. And Gino was right. Because they made them coaches coach better and step their shit up. So I'm going to get to 22. Like I said, Kobe was bad. So we ain't going to count Kobe. I keep saying so. Sorry about that on YouTube. Please don't.
Lord have mercy.
I mean say this. C word. Okay, so 20 and 21. So we're going to get past 2022. Hey, little boy. Tell that little boy I got a presentation.
Hold on. He walks up in here with just a diaper on, with sauce on his face and all over his legs. But you keep cooking.
All right, right here. You see, now we're at 2023, the national championship game with LSU and Iowa. You see, it's at 10 million. Now we get to 2024, it's at 20 million. It's double. So why come if Caitlyn Clark ascension had nothing to do with the moment and the racism that came with that moment, and people wanted to attach themselves to that moment because of social and political issues, how come in 2024 was it the same number of viewership as 2023? Y'all answer that for me, chat. Because at the end of the day, they are lying to you. At the end of the day, they are not being honest. They trying to rewrite history as if we don't know what had happened in real time. And so that's where we need to call bullshit and cap on the media. Because they either trying to rewrite history to make themselves feel good, or either try to rewrite history because they want to whitewash anything that's negative. But you can't do that because society is what it is. And the only thing you can do is put things that happen in life into perspective, and at the end of the day, tell history for what it is. That's how we learn from it instead of repeating bad behavior. What we do is we know what history is and we grow from it. Instead of you trying to rewrite history and whitewash it as if this shit never happened. Because again, how come in 2023, when the number was 10 million against LSU and Angel Reese, how come it wasn't 10 million in 2024? How come with the 20 million in 2024 instead of going 20 million in 2023 if it was just about her playing basketball? That's where the lie come in at, Keysha. That's where they not being honest with the audience. So y'all can either believe the propaganda that the media has presented to you, or you could believe people like me and Keysha who put facts in front of you to show y'all that they are not being truthful. They just want to tell people and the audience stuff to feel good about themselves because white people in general, and let's be honest, feel guilty being associated with racism. That's why they trying to erase it out of schools. They try to erase it out of HBCUs. They try to erase it out of Google search. They even try to, Donald Trump even try to do some stuff in the African American history and take some of that racial stuff out. Because they don't want to have to live with the guilt that they had based on the way they treated African American people like yourself, myself, and people in the chat. They just don't feel good about the racial aspect of this country. So they just try to whitewash it so at the end of the day, they can feel good about what they think is positive for their, emotional state. But we are here to remind them that no, you're not going to change history. This is what happened, and this is why stuff like this happened. And instead of trying to whitewash it, just learn from it. Grow from the situation and be a better person and a mature person because of the situation. That's all. That's all we asking.
Hold on. Thank you, Dre Stewart, for the $4 super sticker. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you so much. Hey.
Before you speak, Jay Stewart, I appreciate you, and I appreciate Brian, and I appreciate June Brown. Y'all gonna make me quit my job. I appreciate all this money that been donated tonight. I might quit my job. I might quit my job. Keysha, they donate like this tomorrow. I might quit my job. I might tell my job, fuck y'all.
You gonna give them that? You gonna give
I'm gonna tell them, hey, fuck y'all. I don't know, so I quit. Shit, I'm getting enough money donated.
Look, Chad, I don't think you should do that. Look, let me give you the disclaimer. I ain't got it. Look, at the end of all this, all they got to do is acknowledge that the moment happened and move on. But no, we are still, like I didn't even want to do this topic today. I'm tired. Ask the ball. I'm tired of these people coming 2 years later talking about the same thing like they would, especially Marcellus Wiley. He wasn't even watching it.
Nah, not at all. Not at
he
all.
wasn't watching it.
Not at all. People like LaShawn McCoy and all of them, they weren't watching it.
He wasn't watching women's basketball.
Not at all. But again, they try to rewrite the narrative instead of telling the truth. Because they don't feel good with the racism that's attached to the moment. But it's okay. That don't mean we call it all the Caitlyn Clark fans racist.
No.
We know which ones is racist. We know the MAGA that's racist. And so we call them maggot ass racist. That's all. But that don't mean all of them is racist. That don't mean all y'all is racist. That, you know what I'm saying? Just because
they get sensitive. I will tell you, I'm going to show y'all something that I saw. Keep cooking, because I thought about this at the at the moment, and I hope I can find it while you talking, because I think I'm misspelling this lady's name. Hold on, keep going.
Yeah, I got you. But like I said again, they get a little sensitive when it comes to their names being attached to something that they feel like is not a good representation of their character. But again, Caitlyn allowed her name to be attached to this. She could have been shut it down and said, nah, don't associate me with this type of negativity. You know how I know she could have been shut it down? Because there's a white woman that did that before. Can I tell you who that white woman that did that before?
Who that was? Who that is?
Can I interest you in Paige in 2019 ESPY speech?
They say Paige be pandering to us. You know, she just she
They
pandering.
call her a wigger and all.
Yeah, they do. They say
But
she pandering.
when Paige did that in 2019, we know right then she wasn't gonna be the face of women's basketball. We knew right then they was gonna cut off all oxygen when it comes to Paige being the face of women's basketball. Because she wasn't on attach the negativity that comes with that type of fan base. You wasn't on touching the page without Paige being a woman that she is, a woman of high character and morals, and said, nah, don't attach that to me. Caitlyn, on the other hand, she see the dollars. She see how, say it help her financially, it help her family, and probably her team. Because she got a team, just like Angel got a team. She got a team. She got a PR staff. She got security guards. She got, marketing agent and everything else. I know her team. She got a team. And they probably telling her, hey, keep quiet. Let us get this money. And just, play basketball and act like you don't see it. And that's all right to approach it that way. But you can't get mad at the same time when your name is attached to something like that when you could have been stopped it. But like I said again, if her dire need to be financially stable is more than her integrity when it comes to what her name attached to, then hey, we have to just respect it.
Yeah, I mean, what else? I mean, you can't make her,
Yeah. So what I'm saying?
I'm gonna show y'all something how people go through all this stuff of trying to act like some people that people be lying about stuff, right? So y'all know I follow my LSU girls whether they stay with the team or they leave the team. Because we got a thing, once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger, right? So Samaya Smith is now on the Virginia team.
Yes.
And 6'2" forward. And she was part of the team that beat Iowa in the tournament in double overtime. That game was on, I think, Saturday or Sunday. And she tweeted this out. Now, she don't have no affiliation, but I'm just gonna tell you. She said, so I took an ugly fall in overtime yesterday, and 1 out of 15,000 Iowa fans were verbally nasty, not knowing he was only 2 seats up from my dad. Well, my dad is zero tolerance. Thank you to the many that immediately went to my dad and condemned that type of behavior. See, nobody is saying that all the Iowa fans, all the Fever fans are bad. We're just saying when people point out some of them, don't act like it's not happening.
Like I said again, even that game, even that situation, Iowa, just like Indiana, gonna start to get that reputation. They're gonna start to get that reputation of being racist. So they need to be careful. They need to wind that shit in. Because
Denounce it.
Because like I said, we already feel like that with Indiana Fever. How many players got to come out and say, hey, man, I go there and I get racial things said to me and stuff like that? Do I need to name the Warner Bonner and Alyssa Thomas? These and they said it. How about not Caitlyn Clark, Angel Reese said it. You know what I'm saying?
Just take care of it when it first happened, So I mean, kudos to some of those Iowa fans was like, no, you need to shut your mouth up. But you got some people be out there talking about, oh God, that girl just lying.
Even I forgot, Angel Wilson said it. So it's like, again, Iowa, y'all going down a slippery slope.
Yeah, she was a part of that national championship team. She's not even on LSU anymore. She's on Virginia.
I'm just saying
y'all gotta stop, man.
I'm telling you, Iowa, you going down that slippery slope.
Hey, y'all got y'all ass whooped.
I'm telling you. But this is where. But my point is, Keysha, when you gonna tell you gonna tell a story and you gonna tell the history of the story, tell it all. It don't make Caitlyn a bad person. We ain't saying Caitlyn's racist. We ain't saying that at all. Not even a little bit. Now I don't know that. I can't say that for a fact. But for what I know, as of right now, she's not racist. Now I might question her brother and her dad because they been retweet some hate stuff that was associated with Angel. She could have condemned it. She could have shut it down. But who knows? Again, at the end of the day, she has an ascension. And yes, a big part of it was about basketball. But another part of it about what she can do to represent hope for her race against other people's race, like my race. And that's why her ascension came together. That's all. But the media keep acting like that part didn't matter. Like that part was just was a footnote. And it wasn't a footnote. It was a big part of the story. It's probably the first paragraph. But media don't want to admit that because, like I said again, if you attach something to racism, now you don't feel good about what you're rooting for, or what you attach yourself to. So now they just try to whitewash it, act like, oh, all the other stuff happened without the racism. So you know what I'm saying? So they can feel good about who they rooting for as a basketball player and person.
Look, Duval. This is what's going on. Just tell history right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Stop trying to take it out of school.
Stop creating narratives. Just tell it how it went and move on. But you know what? That don't make money. You want to continue making money, so you continue telling different versions of the same story. So you can get a reaction. And you know, and they know they already know Duval gonna react.
Of course.
And that's why, oh no, I gotta say something.
Yes. Because they didn't want to do this topic. I swear you ain't want to do this topic, but I had to do it. I had to do it because I couldn't let it ride.
I was like, I'm so sick of these people. I let them believe what Chad, I was over there telling Duval, let them believe whatever the hell they want to believe. They want to believe that the sky is green, so be it. Shit.
No, I can't let that ride because, like I said again, they also pushing the narrative to their audience. And see, when you do that to your audience ain't smart enough to decipher what's real and what's not. They're gonna believe whatever you tell them. And so that's why we over here need to tell a different story. Because at the end of the day, we're not gonna allow media people like Marcellus Wiley and Robert Lundberg and Ryan Rico, who called games. He's the national broadcaster for the big games on ABC and ESPN. So he's the number one team with Rebecca Lobo when they call the national televised games.
He wasn't at no game days in no Iowa in no 2021 and 2022. He need to quit that bullshit. He's lying.
And so this is what I'm saying. So when you got people like him and you got Robert Lundberg trying to rewrite history so they can feel better with their audience, man. That ain't cool, and that's not morality. And that's where, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, I cannot let it ride. I have to tell the audience, and I have to tell our audience the truth. Because we cannot allow people to just sit there and rewrite narratives as if we don't have the brain power to remember what happened in real time.
I agree.
So, like I said again, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes in. We finna be out.
We about to be out. And guess what? Leave what you want to.
Yeah.
With your mama.
We will be here tomorrow. We got more topics.
Thank y'all for rocking with us. Make sure y'all hit the like button out the door. Also, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. And if you catch us on the playback, please leave comments to where you're talking about Duval. Always give me positive comments and put all the negative comments on Duval. He can handle it.
And while you give me negative comments in the comment chat, also send a super thanks. You know, so that so if you're gonna give me a negative comment, you might as well kick my ass and donate at the same time.
But we appreciate y'all. This was a great topic. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being in the chat and being a great sport. Because I know sometimes you want to just cuss everybody out. I get it. So thank y'all for being respectful in the chat. And we out. Anything else, Duval?
No, ma'am. Peace.
Peace and hand grease. Bye, y'all.